Pharos II, a habitable moon comprised of a chain of islands and dominated by a deep ocean. It was settled by human colonization efforts during First Con, and has remained isolated until half a century ago. In UE 5106, the ruling government on planet, Pisov, closed its fist even tighter on the populace, sparking a full-scale civil war. Renowned NHP scientist Nara Agura was on Pharos II just before the conflict began. Their current status? Unknown. With other Union forces along the Atlas line busy with current deployments, Rapid Cavalry Reaction and Response Taskforce Minerva has been routed to Pharos II. Our mission? Assess the situation, provide emergency relief, and exfil Nara Agura. Eyes on the drop, Lancers. It's time to get to work. It is Union Year 5107. The galaxy exists, diverse, diasporan, and beautiful. Humanity spread out amongst the stars, wide and wondrous. A world exists, a universe exists for us to take. Danger is still fraught and prevalent with us. While the Union tries to bring salvation to all, there will always be gaps on the road to progress. Always stones to step over, always mountains to climb. And so we find, in this year, as the galaxy found itself beset by calamity, as worlds untold unravel, we zone in on a single story of 4 souls, 4 soldiers, 4 pilots. Now, that term may feel inadequate, as what makes the difference between a pilot and a lancer is who gets in a mech and who leaves their mark on the galaxy. Good morning, afternoon, and or evening, ladies, gents, and all those in between and beyond that binary of the internet. Welcome back to Neon Lights Roleplay. Much more specifically, I welcome you all to the premiere session of Tears of Divinity, Minerva, Exodus. A side story in our glorious Lancer saga began so long ago with Frozen Rain. If you don't know me by now, I'm Young Foxy. I'll be hosting for the duration of the stream, but much more importantly than me, I have with me 4 incredible pilots, 4 wonderful friends of mine, 4 beautiful people who are going to tell a wonderful story with me over the next few hours and over the next few weeks. And if you hang in, I think you might find that story will be worth watching for you too. I'll tell you all about these intrepid people and the pilots they will bring to the story, but I think it would be better if they do that for themselves. So, pilots, in the order that I announce you, please feel free to let me know who you are playing tonight, and where you can be found on the internet. I will start sliding directly across from me on the overlay to your, I'm not sure if I went the right way, but whatever. Across the overlay from me to your right, fair enough, to your right, to a player who has recently graced Neon Lights' stage, but has recently made themselves an intrepid and integral part of our community. Someone who I think represents the wholesome energy, the friendly love, and the personhood that we bring to this channel. Someone who I'm proud to call a personal friend. I'm of course talking about the one and only Rainy Keys.
Hi, hello, I am Rainy. Feelings. Tonight I am playing the pilot known as, with call sign, Church Key. Full name Eve Almslight. You can find me on the internet at Rained Keys on ye old dead bird website, and more importantly, Rainy Keys on anywhere else that matters. That's Itch, Twitch, and Blue Sky. I'll pass it on down to my next friend.
Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't yet purged the OmniNet of some annoying bird-based sites that seem to be crumbling rapidly due to annoying paracausal oligarchs that think they're demigods. Separate than that, you also forgot. I'll have you know.
I forgot my pronouns. My bad.
That's true. That too.
Tonight, I operate by she/they pronouns, and summarily, Eve Almslight, my corporal, also operates under she/they. I'm barely put together by duct tape and a prayer.
You're doing your best, and that's all that matters. Sliding across from that, as we bring ourselves down to the bottom left of your overlay there, to someone who, if you've been around from the Alliance roleplay, you've seen this face, you've been blessed with this face, and you've known that despite all the comedy, all the humor, all the smiles one can bring to a table, this individual can bring just as much passion, just as much heart, just as much story and depth. And I am so proud to have done that with him over the years. I look forward to doing it yet again. You, of course, know I'm talking about the wonderful and incomparable. It's Jouse.
Hello everyone, I'm Chouse. Call me Lego the way I get bricks. I probably shouldn't have thrown that. It only broke a little bit, it's fine.
I can't be mad. Can't be mad. That was a bar. Anyway, go ahead, carry on. This is fucking premiere.
Yeah, you can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet by it's Chouse. I will be playing Thomas Lost Light. Pretty much
lower rank in
right.
there, boss.
Staff Sergeant.
Damn right.
Yeah, Staff Sergeant Thomas Lost Light. I forgot my pronouns. Of they them. I don't mind masculine ones. My brain also stopped working. Damn. Thomas is pretty much just the dad of the squad. Big tanky boy. With an even bigger, tankier gun. But y'all see that later.
Oh, they sure will. With that to be held for in the future, we slide ourselves across the overlay to your right again, audience, to bring you one of my close and personal friends. Someone who I genuinely can say that I would not be myself without. Someone who has opened my heart, who I've opened myself to, and in whom knowing I've become a better person. Someone who literally told me, doesn't matter what you play, you're running it, I'm there. And I took them the fuck up on that. And you all are blessed and lucky to be introduced or reintroduced to the incredible and incomparable Ooh fucking Wooshin.
All I'm gonna say is, there is no better, there is only worse. Hi, I'm Lucian.
That's why I'm here.
Pronouns he, him. I'm playing Ember with, call sign Ember, no name. What is a rank? We may never know.
Lance Corporal.
Lance Corporal. There you go. There's a rank. The more you know. Yeah, I'm here. Good luck finding me on the internet though, because oh boy.
You use the OmniNet for much more spiritual purposes, let's say that.
Yeah, sure.
Nefarious purposes.
Ominous character notes aside, and we'll get there, don't you worry. We, of course, pass ourselves down one last time to the last, but absolutely not the least, member of this little gaggle of fuck-ups. Someone who I've only recently gotten the glory of meeting. Someone who although they were sort of passed to me through neon lights, had sort of a simple interaction with in DMs and went, oh, we're going to have a beautiful little friendship of ours, aren't we? Someone whose soul shines in every sentence they speak. Someone whose heart is warm and wide. Someone who makes friends everywhere they go and comrades everywhere they don't even mean to. I'm, of course, talking about, hopefully one day, Neon Light's one and only, I'm kidding, of course, Weeb Jeet.
They keep sending me exclusivity contracts, and I have to keep saying no.
We got the show already. It's only a matter of time.
Oh,
Maybe
are we gonna
someday.
be fighting? Are we gonna be fighting Lost Caravan for Jeet?
No,
I'll
please.
do it. I'll join it.
We can share. Hi,
we
I'm
can't. You're
I'm
ours.
JT. You can find me all over the internet at Weebjeet. That includes Deadbird website, Blue Sky, Itch, Discord even. My pronouns are they, them. Tonight I will be playing Lance Corporal Orpheus. Same in the name as the call sign. Just a little guy. That's all I can really say about Orf.
A little bean.
Just a little guy.
They are definitely just a little bean. A little NHP, more like NHB, non-human being. But we'll get there. Don't worry about it. And I suppose, rounding out the corner, that brings us back to me. Friends, if you don't know who I am by now, I'm Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite Fox Philly's finest. I'm all the internet at that number exactly, YUNGFOXXI. And I will be playing everyone that's not these four incredible people, and that will be tough to do as they were going to bring their A game. Trust me, I've seen what they can do already. With nothing more to be said, I think it's about time we start settling ourselves into what's happening here. We open our scene with the flash of near-light transport. A brief crackle as the very foundation of reality remakes itself in a blinding flash of prismatic non-color. In its wake, rippling and riding on the tides of the endless ocean, is a small flotilla of ships. They are, of course, Taskforce Minerva, battle group, designated as Arcav. 4 ships float gently in low winds. Carried on stellar tides, 3 escorts float gently around the overall area of the flotilla. In their midst is the carrier, the Lambs Become Lions. We find ourselves primarily on this mission. Near light breaks as the ships slowly cool down to more easily attainable speeds or maintainable speeds. Artificial thrust gravity kicks in, and wherever you are on the ship, you find yourselves given that brief stutter you've now gotten so used to from so long in the void. I won't hold you all too long now, as the ship is alive with motion, noise, but we focus instead on 4 specific individuals. It's been a few months since you cycled down from stasis, pilots. Where you are on the ship in this period before you get your briefing is up to you. What you're getting into or have gotten into is also up to you. So, as I pass the scene over, please take the leash in whatever order you'd like. Let me know who you are, who you're playing, or I guess you already told me that, but more accurately, tell me what's going on with you in this moment as you find yourself suffused in the quiet of stellar space before a mission takes place. And with nothing more to say, having babbled enough, I pass the scene on to you.
I'll start.
There we go.
I'll be the first one, so no one else has to be the first one.
Well, it makes sense that Orpheus would be the first one, because Orpheus is our little cameraman. Or camera bot.
All right, take us on the scene.
Orpheus is probably already in the mechanics bay, climbing all over their mech, waiting for their friends to wake up and come find them, as they are wont to do. They find there are several defunct. Whether they were defunct before Orpheus got to them is open to interpretation. Machines from around the ship that they have scrapped for parts and are sticking in various places into their mech that don't look back, in order to increase efficiency, anything to cut lag time off of the hydraulics, anything to increase the speed of the thrusters, lower the weight load. They're just working their way through as many little parts as they can, because this is their baby. This is their first precious little thing that they made.
We find our young Orpheus scrambling about the figure of this roughly, about, I'd say, 5 to maybe 7 or so meter tall mechanoid humanoid standing there in repose in its bay, scrambling around and retuning small parts here, fixing hydraulics and tuning around on small issues here. Orpheus dips into the cockpit, which is already open, and closes it to turn on a system here and begin to run diagnostics. And as the system runs through and activates, the name up front reads, "Don't look back." And as the low light of that reflects, give us a good visual description of Orpheus, if you please.
So Orpheus is, from a distance, human appearing. But if you get closer, you would know that their face is framed by seams where their casket is surrounding the mechanics of their internals, because they are not human. Underneath the stark white hair and two differently colored eyes is an NHP casket where they are stored and housed as their own little body. They're not very tall. They're a little younger in appearance, but otherwise they are very friendly face.
And I think it's sort of, as we follow that sort of small, very friendly face of Orpheus being reflected in the light of their cockpit, as they see a sort of very, very strong nominal system times. Hydraulic pressure is looking nominal. Weapon activation times are looking fine. Synaptic pressure is looking good. In fact, you're even noticing about a few picoseconds being cut down off the response times, and you're like, okay, looking really good. You pop out of the cockpit to see, just above you, a holographic digital hard light face of light blue, one you've seen enough times on the ship already. "Well, good morning, Princess. How are you?" Greets Minerva, the ship's NHB.
Greetings, Minerva. I'm just getting some final tweaking done before our stasis ends.
You'll see her kind of like wave a bit of a hand over, "Don't look back," for a moment, and just, "Oh, I see. Look at that. You shaved exactly 7 picoseconds off of your response time for those weapons of yours. Not half bad. At this point, humans might almost notice the difference."
They will. Humans have a propensity
Damn right
for
they will.
noticing when things are off.
You got that one right. Oh, speaking of which, how are you feeling?
About what?
What, you can't feel sort of the energy in the air? You don't know? It's mission time almost.
Oh, anticipation is still something I'm working on.
Takes a little minute. Error code's funky that way. Emotion's a thing humans get born with. We have to teach ourselves it over time. Be patient with yourself, yeah?
Of course. Patience is something I have lots of.
Minerva's hard light form will kind of lean down and gently chastely kiss the top of your forehead, Orpheus, and just, "Now when you're ready, briefing in 45. Main deck."
You're so cute. I know.
All right. And she kind of looks back at you and "Don't look back. You have fun now, kids," and sort of fizzled away in hard light.
So she broke the rule. She looked back. Sorry.
Orpheus, anything else for you in this scene, or should we check on somebody else's intro?
I think the last thing that they would see as the camera pans away is them stopping someone with a cart of just various devices, probably actually going to use them, and Orpheus will just stop them, take one, and let them go.
Yeah, one of the engineers is going by with a cart full of spanners and power cores, and you just are looking at one in your back, and you just slide down, "Don't look back," grab one and slide back up, and just, "Hey, what the?" Damn kid, whatever.
I need you to sign for that.
Gonna take it. You gotta sign for it. God dang.
The camera will follow along the back of the orange and white padded uniform of that engineer and cut away as we move to sort of follow another one of our intrepid heroes. What else have we got? Come on now, don't be shy. I'll cold call one of y'all.
Oh, that's worse. That's worse.
Can I
we'll
pick?
just.
Do it.
I agree. Of course. Hey.
Oh shit! Damn it! Fuck.
Okay. Well, since you seem like you really don't want to, Rainy.
You heard the bot.
I heard the bot. I heard the bot.
You heard the bean.
Heard the vein. The bean has spoken.
He's spoken.
Oh man. So I guess we follow Eve. The camera pans off of the back of that orange and white padded uniform as the camera just sort of flows through the hallway. And we find ourselves in the mess of Lands Becomes Lions. And within the belly of the kitchen of the mess, there's actually one Corporal Almslight working away at something. She's trying to register what she's doing, but the stasis sleep has not left the rest of her brain. And so she's relying on her, on Argus, her NHP, in assistance with this meal that she is currently preparing for the other two human members of her battle group, as it were.
And you'll find this sort of a round, circular, floating drone next to you in a very slow, organized voice reading off instructions to you. Now, madam, I believe the point is to, once the pasta comes to a boil, to allow it to cook for a while, and then to add it to the other pot. And then once that, and he gets interrupted by someone, a hand, like, pushing the drone aside, bringing another hand up and flicking you in the top of the head. It's one of the chefs from the like works in the kitchen, and just no, madam. You have to understand, the pasta is a gentle thing. You have to respect it. Treat it like a cockpit. You give it patience, respect, and training.
Is it Eve? So we get a good look at our beloved corporal, as it were. Notable features is a very angled, dark brown bob, side swept bangs, just framing the bright side of her face, as it were. Bright green eyes that, when fully there, seem to like look through people, as it were. But currently she's just still in that half awake daze. And they just sort of like flinch a little with the forehead flick. And have you words, Almslight, words. I don't think you know what I am trying to do here. Thank you.
The chef just keeps the finger that's like over your around your head, waves it slowly in front of your face. Good God, she's space sick. Mama, and she kind of starts to babble off in a bit of a tongue for a while. And as he turns away, a hard light figure will shuffle in the corner of your vision and just, Corporal, if you're suffering stasis sickness, you could report to the medical bay and we can take care of that.
Nope. No, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I believe she is being stubborn, Madam Minerva. Yes, Argus, I was aware, thank you.
Just let me do this. Please. Please. Thank you.
Well, how about this? I'll make you a multi-sided deal. Argus, set the terms. And Argus, ever the mind who is very literal, you'll see that they literally pop up a hard light list on their above their device with a little jury scale above it, and on one side it says aggrieved party, Corporal Almslight. Other side it says accusatory party, Minerva, and Minerva says, follow along. I will let you finish this meal on the following conditions. 1, you report for briefing in 45 and be there on time if you could help it.
And the rest?
And then she'll kind of like cut a 9 Argus. Argus will put that term on the form and just second. You'll please stop giving the chefs heart attacks. They work hard enough.
I don't think I can do that one.
Fine. And Argus, you'll see Argus, who was halfway through writing that, just rapidly remove and erase that term to say, final term then. And as a note, picking up the olfactory responses that I have from around the six senses, if I had nose, I'd assume that smells good. But my last term is, please don't let that sauce burn.
Oh, shit.
And you'll say, and Argus will go, yes, madam, your timer went off 45 seconds ago. I forgot it. I was running jurisdiction for the terms.
Oh, okay.
And as you sit there, kind of just like going off of this, Minerva just, I'll leave you lovers to it, and just kind of fade away into hard light.
What you get as Minerva fades away, and as before we cut to the next person in line, as it were, is just a very, very simple, short, Argus, I swear!
Yeah, and we kind of get like the camera cutting up as that line echoes across the kitchen walls. Argus, I swear, as the camera cuts up, and we get someone else. Don't be shy until y'all left.
You know what? Since Jeet picked, I should pick.
I like it.
Tom, what you doing?
Tom's the ship probably has like a little gym area. Most likely, the lions become lambs. Lambs becomes lions.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Lambs
No
become
question.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tom is probably just finishing up a bit of a little workout, mainly just to work off the sleepiness, rather than going to the med bay, because energy.
Mm-hmm.
The Pytharan dumbasses. The Pytharan dumbasses.
It's the home remedies. He doesn't want to fill out all the paperwork for the med bay shit. Take a Motrin, it'll be fine.
So yeah, you're in the recreation room. It's not really super active. There's definitely a few of the stations being manned by different crew members right now who are on off shifts right now, and you're working through a couple of sets, Tom. Kind of hitting a couple of benches, and you lift. How much are you benching right now, Tom? Just give me a number. How much are you benching right now?
Let's see, Tom, for a warm up, or just for a little thing, not going too hard, would probably be 225. He's a big boy.
About 225. You press that 225 up one more time, and then you chuck it back on the rack. And from next to you, just hear 13 reps. You're getting soft on me, Lost Light.
This is just to wake up. I ain't pushing myself too hard.
Yeah. Whatever excuse you want for those old bones, yeah?
Listen, you want to go with pound for pound, we'll do it after this mission, all right?
Is that a challenge?
Show is.
The two of you start getting chest to chest a little bit. You and this random soldier, you're chest to chest, and just manifesting from beside you, you see hard light coming in light blue, and just, all right, monkeys, break it up. This isn't a zoo.
Tom will try not to spittle laugh in the other dude's face, so turn away a little bit as he laughs.
Oh, he's doing the same thing, no question.
Yeah. But yeah, Tom will probably dap him up, and then probably head on his way to his office. Unless Minerva wants to say anything.
Yeah, I do two separation shifts. She's just Staff Sergeant. One, you have a free moment. I thought I'd let you be aware that there's a briefing for you in about 45 minutes in the main bridge with the rest of Bravo 3.
Alrighty. Thank you for the I can't word what happened. Brain gone. Thank you.
Reminder?
Reminder.
The
For
heads
that
up.
Reminder.
notification.
There
For
it
that
is.
notification. There, brain back.
You'll see her. You'll see her
Who
smile
took
at
the
you
brain cell?
You'll see her smile at you with very, very soft lips, and then look at her lip, and then kind of like briefly kind of focus in a little bit and just. And how are you sleeping, Staff Sergeant? Any nightmares?
None recently. I have been thinking of home a bit more. But nightmares haven't been coming back as often. Thankful that is credited to Eve. They've been helping me see home in a better light.
My. Thinking of home and a sweet girl, are we? I almost get jealous, Staff Sergeant.
Those are I mean, I lost mine, and he used even obvious to Minerva. He kind of disassociates for a little bit, and he'll shake his head to get back into the moment. As he like tries to like refine his words and stuff, and it's not the easiest, but it's a slow process.
I understand, but I won't push you. I am glad to see you're socializing at least more than anything. It's progress. I do still expect our quarterly hyper chess games. Yes,
Absolutely.
you'll win one of these days. I'm certain.
One of them. Maybe when I get some qubit processing in this in my synapses, maybe then.
We'll get you there eventually, but for now, a functioning brain cell or two may do.
Yeah. I have to like engine swap that for an LS. I don't know yet. We'll see.
Her hard light will tap at the top of your forehead twice and just, as you were, Staff Sergeant. And she'll fade away into hard light, leaving our cast fully introduced and brought into light. No, I'm wrong.
No. That's everybody. Yeah. That's
forget
totally everybody.
Amber.
Uh-huh.
Nope. Don't you sneaky cue that
All
down
right.
here. You're right. So,
Lucian like tiptoe sneaking out.
Yep.
It was
So,
a decision all.
as
Don't
Minerva,
mind me.
as Minerva fades away off into hard light, we have one last cast member to introduce, who should go ahead and do so now.
All right. You'll find Ember just kind of sitting on the edge of his bed, breathing into a paper bag. You can tell he's had a bit of a hard time coming back out of stasis. And he's just, fighting through it there. Until... Go ahead.
The first light that manifests next to you is not a soft blue one, but a bit of an amber red one. Adjutant.
Yeah, they still haven't gotten my stasis right yet.
You will forgive me if my knowledge of human biological function is limited after data corruption, but I do believe exhaling so much biological matter from your orifice is not nominal.
No, it's not great.
Should I hail a medical agent?
No, I just need a couple minutes, that's all. I'm guessing maybe we probably have like a briefing in half an hour or something.
The voice just says, I was merely manifesting to check on your progress. Your biosigns fluctuated moderately, so I felt it pertinent. There does appear to be a coming incursion from, and just as she said that, the blue light will manifest beside you as well, and just, hello, you two. Minerva. Good evening. Hestia, a pleasure. Little Ember.
Yeah, how's it going on the stasis? Cause still not feeling great.
Well, most of the crew has cycled down. Seems most of us are handling it within nominal regions, but I must say, last week's souffle looked better in more connected pieces.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Well, after you see the medical ward and get yourself a few pills for that, Report to the bridge bay in about 40. There's a briefing ahead for you.
All right.
And she kind of just tilts her head a little bit at you and just, what's on your brain, by the way, little one? Anything you thinking about?
Not anything but food right now.
Well, you're young, so I believe it was either food or girls or something else in that regard.
I don't know. I don't think there's anybody left for that.
She cocks her head aside and just, you are the one I can't crack here, I swear. And she'll just slowly fade away. Essia and just, adjutant.
Yeah, I'll head to medical. Just give me a moment.
Indeed, but pardon the intrusion, as if I may assume, I believe Minerva likes you.
Ha! Likes me. I don't know. We'll see. Give it another couple of weeks.
You know. Next to you, kind of see like a large, kind of like a sort of a figure, like a woman manifest next to you in hard light. Just, do you not believe you are likable, adjutant?
I don't know. It's hard to be likable with this personality, with, what happened and everything. We'll see.
And in a strange, rare bit of humor, Essia will say, well, at least you only have one. And in that moment, that face of that woman will just glitch momentarily.
Right. Just one.
So, anything else from you, Ember? Or are you off to report to medical?
Nope. Ember's gonna go to medical and then
do the thing.
we'll go from there.
Cool. All right. As I remember to share PC images because I hadn't been doing that for the thing, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Boom! Look at people. Awesome. There's our cute little gaggle of nonsense kids. Well then, Bravo 3. Having been giving your attention for a briefing, you are all called to assemble on the bridge. You will find it to be an overall bit of a hive of motion, as even this early out of stasis, there are still plenty of bridge crew who are moving themselves about, keeping themselves busy. And at the center of that hive of motion is a single figure, amidst a cloud of white smoke, still held in the half gravity of the space around him. Blonde hair can be sit just behind the captain's throne as a jacket sits around as the chair wheels to reveal a dark-skinned man with a single scar above his cheek and a low, almost bored gaze and green eyes. You find yourself presented with Rear Admiral Toa, leader and acting commander of Taskforce Minerva. Bravo 3, good to see you on deck.
See you too.
Greetings.
And how do we sleep?
Some of us better than others.
I mean, listen, the worst stasis won't ever cover what happened back home, so.
Well, if it helps, you all look like shit to me.
Brick.
I thought I kept up really well.
Eve just like, as that little line of, oh, you look like shit is said from Admiral Toa, Eve just like passes Tom the pasta she finished making.
Actually, there's been an ear redemption I missed. Hold on. Let me take the gut there. Yeah, all right.
Ears?
Didn't happen yet. If it hasn't happened yet, it's about to.
Right.
Any case, so
Wait,
So-
do both of y'all have the same kind of ear? It
yeah,
has the
my
same
swag got
color
copied. I
bows,
know. We'll get there later. It's fine.
Sorry.
My swag got copied. That's not important. That's fine. It's not,
Okay,
it's not
you don't
important right now.
know-
It's not important right now. Okay. Any case, so Toa, after remarking about all your appearance, just kind of cocks a bit of a crooked smile and says, "Thankfully, I don't need any of your looks. I need your skills. You all feeling sharp?"
Yes. I don't have
I'll
anything
take that
sharp
to
on
be
my
meaningful.
person.
Except that personality, Orf.
Thank you.
I mean, we could print you a knife if you wanted.
Unnecessary.
Aside from arming the Lance Corporal, which we can worry about sometime in the armory properly, let's talk tactics, shall we? As you all know, we're pushing over to Pharos II, the target planet for Operation Exodus. Our mission is very, very simple. The Union diplomat was here on this planet for a while, working towards compliance. With them was expert Nara Agora, Dr. Nara Agora to be exact. Their focus, NHPs, is dark energies. We don't know much about them, but we do know they sent out several panic contacts before contact was lost and the war broke out. Speaking of the war, Pharos is ruled by one primary party, the Divinity, PSOV for short. They are non-union compliant and, let's say, heavy-handed to be simplistic. Opposing them is a group known as Nala. That term is loose as the grouping is loose. They are a collection of separate forces, small guerrilla gangs, and militias operating in connection with one primary goal: remove the Serenity and their leader, Ptolemaeus Hurst, from power. I'm going to remind you all before I get into this isn't our war. Our mission is straightforward. We are trying to find and extract Nara Agora, and that's where you all come in. The Taskforce can remain in orbit above Pharos for a while. Their orbital defenses are not intense. That will require most of our mech cavalry and all of our fighter wings to be in orbit, keeping us safe. We're not made for ship-to-ship combat after all. What that means is instead, small strike teams will be deployed to small cities across the planet with direct orders. And you all get the prime seat. New Alexandria. It's the capital city. Seat of power of PSOV, where the heaviest fighting is. You'll be dropping in there, making contact where you can, and remember your mission. Find Agora, exfil, and overall, maybe don't make things worse if you can.
And if we just so happen to just knock the dictator out of spot, that would be acceptable casualties, correct?
As far as we understand it, PSOV is not union compliant. Union doesn't like to go around stomping out dictators and making everyone follow our rules. That's the thing SecCom did. Well, more fash, but still the same principle. General idea is that you get in there, if you make contact with Nala forces, and you're allowed to offer your support in whatever capacity you see fit. You're Arcav, not Senior Union. When you're on the ground, you use your own discretion. I trust you all that much at least. Whatever happens, happens down there. Just know, you are primarily without support. Now then, I don't know if any of you know how complicated it is to organize an entire small fleet for the sake of logistics for an orbital defense operation over a planet you are currently raiding for a single mission, but it'll be a lot of work, and I'll be out of comms until I can patch in briefly. If you have questions, concerns, things you want to understand, ask them now.
PSOV forces. They gotta be backed by somebody. Any word on who?
Well, funnily enough, it's not exactly too quiet. PSOV militia was, to be polite, patchwork before they got their hands on power and before things got solidified and the sovereignty happened. With Hurst's government, they made some contracts, and one in particular with a group, well, you'd all have at least some familiar with. Harrison Armory's bankrolling them. They're providing basic frames, militia training, and at least one mercenary.
Oh, fucking course it had to be Harrison.
Galaxy's big, but the problems are small.
And the gross bugs always stick around.
And that's what we're here for. Union can't stamp out everything. But remember, we're not here to stop Harrison. What they're here for, and their interest in Pharos, is clearly something more than just defending them. You're allowed to find out and investigate. They are not our problem. Agora is. Further questions?
Do we have a time limit?
We can maintain orbit for approximately one single standard solar cycle. Given the way Pharos orbits around its planetary body and that orbits around its sun, it gives you roughly 1 month Union standard. It's a broad window, but that window could shrink depending on how things go in orbit. I'll keep you posted where I can, but speed is not primary consideration, but I would authorize to use it as best as you can.
I can get a layout of the city. Is that possible? Do we have a scan of that?
Minerva manifests in hard light in Admiral Toa's lap and just, I've sent the hard light map of what we have new identity to you all already. You'll find it on the drop.
Alrighty, thank you kindly, Minerva.
Happy to do my job.
And that's what I don't understand about.
Mood. No, mood.
All right. Well, I will save my inquiries about every other possible, everything else. Lance Corporals, you got anything?
I'll ask questions later to you.
Well then, final word of advice. You know the squads are assigned ad hoc when it comes to mission assignments for our task force. It's how I do things. I find good matchups and I put them together. But that said, you're all here for a reason. Not just for this mission, but for the squad you're chosen for. Rely on that, all right?
All right.
I'll see you back here on the ship when you're all done. Ideally alive if I could help it.
Plan on it.
When you're ready, Romeo's in the drop bay. Well, if there's
Eve,
nothing
yeah,
else
like,
y'all want to say there, no, please.
yeah, no, Eve just like as soon as she heard like when you're ready, Eve's already turned and headed towards drop.
Mm-hmm.
Orpheus would be close behind her.
Ember's gonna fall into step with Tom and go, sniff, sniff. Is that burnt?
Tom will take a bite of it. Not really. It's like if they got like slightly distracted and like burnt for like 44 seconds or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah.
A little bit of
It's-
char is
it's
healthy for
good.
you. Ah, yes, the
I mean,
good old
it's not bad.
Diasporan motto: a little bit of char won't kill you.
It's just carbon.
It's just carbon. Why are you all so
Yeah.
nonchalant? We breathed in iron filaments.
So, as you're all pondering over the health of your lungs, you all
Tom
find
would
yourselves making your way.
probably
Please.
Yeah,
please.
Tom would probably stop by their office really quick and add in a few lines into a drawing that they are currently doing and trying to make sure that they got the perspective of things right. And then after like a minute or two, they'll head to the hangar.
Oh, did
I
Eve teach
want
Tom
you
how to draw?
Yeah.
I want you, Tom, to hold on the intimate details of that drawing of yours that you're working on right now and consider it more, because we're going to come back to it sometime in the future of this campaign.
Oh yeah,
so.
no, I'm planning something very very emotional with it.
Good. We'll get there. Well,
You're welcome.
ominous notes aside, you all step through the halls of the Lands Become Lions, which even in this moment you all notice is becoming more active. You are nowhere in visual contact of enemy forces, so you know this is not a battle readiness, but people are already moving towards at least station beta grade. People are getting themselves ready for what's going to be an upcoming combat. Along with that, you are moving through the halls and eventually find yourselves in one of the primary hangar bays at the port mouth of the Lands Become Lions. It's on either side. There are these two massive hangars where dropships are loaded, and in one, you will see a Daedalus class gunship, stark orange and loaded with strong off-white and gray panelings. You know that as Juliet, loaded up and being prepared for combat. The bays are already closing, but you all know that your equipment and mechs are already being loaded up and ready for combat as you are prepared. And as you are all stepping into the hangar, just in front of you, already in a flight suit but not fully zipped it up and with a helmet at their waist, comes up walks a sprightly blonde with sort of like freckled face who smiles at you all. And Bravo 3, pleasure to make your acquaintance again. For the drop into chaos. And you would all know this as call sign Romeo, otherwise known as Taika Inahara.
Well, Romeo, if it
My
wasn't
brain
you,
needs to stop.
it's okay. Well, Romeo, at
No.
least it's you dropping us into the chaos this time around. Honestly, I probably would have... I'll save the self-deprecating comments for later. Anyways, it's lovely to see you again.
Why would you make comments that
No,
were
I-
inherently self-deprecatory?
Coping mechanism.
No, what's the point of coping before the eve of a little field trip? We're gonna get out, see the stuff, see the sights, see how the cities look. Maybe we'll find a little movie to go check out. It'll be a good time, right?
Please
I
let
like
this
your
be a normal
enthusiasm.
field trip with Romeo.
With Romeo?
No way.
No way!
Fucking God.
Damn it!
Cruising down through atmosphere. Life is feeling good.
Stop, please.
You brought
God.
Chouse back to our screens with this, and you put him in a
sure
call
did.
with me.
I sure did. Romeo, for his part, laughs at you all and kind of begins to kind of like, adjust his dropship and just,
My bad.
yeah, well, I've been checking atmosphere grids in this place. Ocean worlds are weird when it comes to rough conditions, so I've been modifying Juliet where I can. It's looking pretty good, but, well, we'll see when we get down there, right?
Yeah, the salt really doesn't like steel.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, we're landing in a city, not on the ocean, right? Well, assuming we're lucky.
I mean, it's got ocean on like all three sides of it, so like, how good can you get?
Well, listen, the way I see, we either hit the ocean and we all drown together in a horrible death, or we hit the ground where we're supposed to, and maybe we all die on the ground in a glorious burning combat, or we land ourselves somewhere on the ground without a coordinated landing, and we all die in the explosive fireball of our ship. But the way I see it, what's the old saying? Ain't a landing you can walk away from, right?
Another happy landing.
Another happy landing.
Now, if you can't trust me, kind of reaches up and pats like the thruster bay of the gunship. Trust old Juliet, yeah.
Both.
He kind of slowly kind of gets a little bit more serious, slowly as he kind of settles in some and just, all right then. So, we're hitting the main city. Looks like it's still an active combat zone, so we should expect at least some kind of flak fire in the air. Shouldn't be too hard to get you guys down, so, trust my piloting. But, once we get down there, air support will be difficult. You guys will be pretty on your own, even when it comes to things like evac, till the job's done.
That's fair. I don't expect you to put yourself in too much harm. After all, you are a ride.
Well, listen, you've all fought hard. I've been in the skies watching you all in combat for a few sorties now. I see the way you all put yourselves into what you do. I'm not gonna do anything stupid now, but don't think I won't for a moment go above and beyond for you all. My dad, he has this thing about the soldiers under your command are your lifeblood. You can't let them simply be bled away. You have to cherish them, nurture them, support them. I ain't commanding you all, but, well, while you're in my ship, you're at my mercy, so it's a similar thing, I figure.
It's a good motto. I live by that.
Yeah,
I
well,
live by that kind
when
of
you-
thing as well.
Yeah, well, when you make a Union Navy captain, you tend to come up with some good one-liners, yeah? Wonder what the old man's up to. Not important right now. Let's get ready to jump, shall we?
Let's go.
All right.
And with that, he will zip up his flight suit, tap on, kind of put his helmet on, and do a thing he almost always does as a sort of good luck ritual before he takes off to fly with you all. He looks at you all, puts his thumb to his helmet, and taps it twice. See you on the ground.
Be on the ground.
He hops into the gunship. He you can hear checks and systems being run. And over the comms, you'll hear Cavalry Group Bravo 3, clear for drop in 15. All stations, clear the launch decks. And with that, you are all allowed to load up, prepare yourselves for what will certainly be, well, it'll be one of the drops of all times, definitely. But before we get you guys on the ground, let's take a little moment to one, adore the beautiful pearl you can all see outside of the view bay. As the hangar is open, a photon field separating the atmosphere from the openness of the void. But through that void, you can see a pearlescent jewel, a brilliant orb of bright blue speckled over with forest green. Pharos II looks so pristine and beautiful from up here. I wonder how it looks from on the ground. We'll find out when we get back from a break. Don't set that dial of that browser, kids. We'll be on the ground in a moment. Brace for drop, Lancers. See you in a few. And we return to the premiere episode of Tears of Divinity, Minerva Exodus. With Squad Bravo 3 deployed onto their fated mission, our opening scene puts us into a city on fire. A battle rips and roars and rages. Kinetic rounds, laser impacts, explosions, tearing infrastructure apart. Pharos, composed of these large megacities, sees itself resistant to the normal traumas of urban warfare. Resistant does not mean invulnerable. Cities are damaged, buildings bent and broken, homes shattered, and we find ourselves watching as figures and mechanized units move around, engaging in combat, blowing each other apart bit by bit. We watch as, tucked into the corner of a damaged steel container, of a damaged steel structure of some kind, two figures huddle into each other. The smaller one clutching tight onto the larger one's chest. The larger one holds their back. Hey, it's okay. I know, it's loud. Just cover your ears hard as you can. Sing if you gotta. It's all right. We made it here. We're safe. But, Mom, listen. We can't, okay? Just. He closes his eyes, pushing a tear away. Just stay with me. I'm gonna get you out of here. I swear. The camera cuts up to show a dropship. A large, imposing orange, gray, and white falcon descending in red fire across the heavens. It sweeps high and low above the atmosphere, dredging down towards the cityscape, plunging itself towards. As it sweeps across the high cities, a large mechanized figure looms across the building, its head unit tilted up. A figure inside looks, Union dropship. Interesting. Squad 3, move to Victor 27 and converge. I think you'll have prey. We cut ourselves next to you all, still inside the dropship Juliet. The battle is distant for you all. You can faintly hear the booms of explosions and cannon fire going off in the distance. The gunship's engines eat as you sit in the ready bay, prepped in your mechs primarily already as a standard protocol. You remain in your mechs until the drop is finished. Your systems are already in standby position. You can feel the gunship rattling. You aren't certain what's happening outside, but Romeo is mostly silent. As the dropship descends, and as you all wait for the moment the doors open, what are you all thinking? Has anybody say anything to anybody else? Anybody doing anything? What's happening here?
Tom would probably ask Ember what the questions that they were having earlier that they didn't bother asking the captain.
Ember's like kind of paying attention, but also praying like usual. And just, I was all scrambled from the stasis. I was just not really listening the whole lot.
That's fair.
We're exfiltrating somebody. I'll follow your lead.
Alrighty, copy that.
That scientist! You'll hear come over the comm from a very gritted teeth voice. You're getting a scientist out of there is the plan. We don't know where he is, but you're in the capital, so if he's anywhere, it's probably somewhere around here.
Ugh, scientists.
How hot this LZ? Is it like jalapeno or Carolina Reaper?
I'm sweating bullets up here, if that gives you any attention.
Thought you were biological. How you sweating lead?
Oh, good.
He
I had the
doesn't
same
respond,
question.
but you can literally hear his teeth gritting over the comms.
Eyes front, Romeo. Just keep your hands steady, and we'll get through it.
Oh man, you and I remember driving school very differently, Madam Arms Light, but I appreciate it. Listen, the most important thing is we're coming in on the drop zone, so just remember the... Oh, fuck, we got a lock. Please. And you'll hear something smash into the side of the dropship, wrenching you all to the side very hard.
Alrighty.
I feel like there's just a nice, beautifully timed chorus of fucks.
Yeah.
Fuck. If y'all don't mind me taking the point.
You're our
for-
staff
like-
sergeant. You're our staff
Yeah.
sergeant. Take the lead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tom would definitely quickly regain his footing, running to his own mech. And
Oh, you're already in it.
scream out.
We're already in it.
Oh, we're already in it.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're
I
all
thought
in
we were
your
just-
mech.
Just starts kicking
Okay, well-
people out of the.
Your cockpit is so small.
Just start smacking people.
just the people getting out of the phone booth.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Anyway.
4, 2.
This joke aside, Romeo comes back over comms and just, fucking hell, my engine's blown. We're gonna come in hot regardless, but I'll put it out as soft as I can. Just grab something.
Copy that. But yeah, so we were already all suited up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So yeah, my main idea was to like tell everyone to suit up.
Oh, another time.
But yeah. But let's see. I don't know what else Tom would do. Either that or probably grab like the top part of like the gunship and then like hold on to someone else to like maintain steady. Like if someone's like obviously not getting their footing right and stuff, just grabbing their back and stuff, keeping them ready.
Well, you're each all in your separate bays, which are all marked individually. They can be like gotten to by like on foot as a person, but your mech is kind of more settled into your bay. You can easily reach up with your mech and grab onto the structure to kind of keep yourself more braced. As the rest of you all hold on tight to this, you all brace in, create as hard as you can. You can hear Romeo just, all right, come on, clutch the thrust. Altitude stable, push as hard as you can. Stabilizers, no stabilizers, they're shot. Fucking hell. Flares, don't need for flares, we're not being shot at. Just gotta pull it in, pretty smooth. Dear God, please, Juliet, I swear if this goes right, I'll call you. And then you'll hear just a crash as the ship smashes as hard as it can. I want you to tell me which of you has your bay rent open. Not hard enough to throw your mech out, but enough that you can see the Juliet begin to almost come apart a bit as you come to the ground.
Tom definitely would.
Makes sense.
Tom
Tom's
is
the
it.
bigger mech, and Tom is holding on, like the one that was stating they were holding on tight.
The dropship plows through a building, sideswipes another, and smashes into what you think might possibly be a park of some kind, or at least was certainly before this place became a war zone. Skidding and almost undoing itself a bit as it crumbles and comes undone. The pilot section, the large forward mass of the ship, fully crumples away from the main mat and tumbles over. Carbon glass cracks and shatters a bit, and it comes to a slow, grinding stop. You all are in your mechs. You can power up out of standby to get yourselves in full operation to get out of your base whenever you need to. The damage is probably nominal, Comms seem to have temporarily cut though. She'll come back on in just a second though.
I don't trust that half second.
Yeah, Tom will immediately power up once the dropship has like come to a halt. He'll get to working on getting this drop zone secured.
Tom, the large, mostly black and with bits of orange bulk of your mech slides out of its bay on an impressive mount. Its large, sort of clawed legs stamping forward, finding purchase on solid ground, stepping forward, coming out with your massive gun loaded and pointing forward. The cityscape all around you is devastated. There's fire and ruin sweeping the area around you. The dropship does not look like it's going to be getting off the ground anytime soon, pretty obviously. You can see your comrades' mechs, at least on your HUD. You are reading as your HUD comes back online. The signs for all your comrades are reading vital online. They're stationary. You're not getting any reading from the helm. Like that, as like it's fully cut. Like there's no life reading, no comm, nothing. It's fully cut down right now. But it does seem like comms just came back on, and the rest of you can get yourselves out as well.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, please,
Go ahead.
Yes.
Orpheus would just climb out as well and sort of begin to survey the landing site.
Alter's headed towards helm.
Anything else?
Ember?
No,
Yeah,
I'm just.
you.
Oh, I'm just gonna step out and just kind of get his bearings. You know, just rough landing, a little shaken up.
As the last of your mechs shamble out, your systems come online. You all again read vital signs and mech systems stable with minor, superficial damage to all of your mechs, nothing serious. But again, you're all just seeing a comm reading come from the helm. You're not getting a vital sign or anything else right now.
If comms are back online, Tom will say, "Romeo, check in."
You'll at the comm will go static for a brief moment, slowly realigning, and you'll actually see Argus is the one that kind of says, "One moment, I'm cleaning where I can." As that signal slowly begins to sort of restabilize, you'll hear Thad come in and just, Hey, Papa Bear. I'm conscious. Bleeding, but I'm conscious. Fuck. Oh, God.
Can you feel your legs?
Pretty sure. Hope those are my legs at least.
Can you move your legs? And Tom will kind of gently pick up the cockpit, and say, I this is me, I got you. And he will move the cockpit more over to the rest of the gunship, so it's all together.
Perfect. You put it down and you just taking a moment. Yeah. Feeling my legs. All three of them.
Okay, tripod.
Just vision's getting blurry though.
You stay awake. Stay awake. You
I'm gonna
stay
know.
awake. Romeo, you stay the fuck awake.
You don't get anything over the comm.
Ah, fuck.
And it's just as you say that, you all get a sensor ping. A couple of sensor pings. The camera cuts to show a red eye lens, wide, slide out of the shadow. It's followed by another, and then a few more, as several mechanized units of a couple different shapes begin to crawl out into the plaza. Squad 3 confirms. Make contact with a downed bird in zone 27. Looking like easy prey. On me, boys. Let's do this by the book. And I'm going to move you all over to our combat map as we begin our first sortie.
Argus, what's the sensors?
I am reading at least 8 enemy targets currently on station right now. Mostly frontline units, perhaps one command variant amongst them. Something else in the background there, but I don't have a good time to scan just yet. And the moment that he finishes that statement, you all immediately have to find your mech begin to move for cover as fire begins to ring out. They are also shooting at us, madam.
Phenomenal! Phenomenal work there, Argus. Thank you for the obvious answer.
You are welcome. And with that, let's go ahead and do this the way it's done. So I'll move away the big old title screens if you all can make sure streamers had a moment to see that cool fun title I put in front of that. Let's put some work on that. Anyway, so as you all can see, there's a clearly marked zone of deployment, which is also your objective zone. This mission is a holdout mission. This combat will go for exactly 5, maybe 6 total rounds. The enemy will try to enter your zone. You will try to keep them away. At the end of combat, we will count. If there are more of you than there are of them in that zone, you win. If there are not, you are forced to retreat, leaving the dropship.
Are we allowed to leave the zone?
Yes. No, yeah, you are allowed to leave the zone whenever you want. But at the end of the combat, I will be counting how many of you are in the zone and how many of them are in the zone. And that's going to determine who wins this combat.
Is anything important in the dropship besides Romeo?
It's mostly just used to store your 4 mags and any spare equipment you might have around. So things like spare parts and stuff like that might be around for their extra equipment, extra ammo and stuff like that.
Okay.
Nothing urgent. The most urgent thing you're worried about right now probably is Romeo.
How difficult would it be to extract Romeo?
If you had enough time, I'd say maybe about a full, I'd say like, if you are next to where, I'd say like, let's say that, let's do this mechanically. Let's say this thing here is the dropship. Up here, around where this fire is where Romeo's section is. If you get to a space within that area and take about, I'd say at least a quick action to pry that open, you can probably get Romeo into your mech. Now, unless you have a compartment for him to stick in, he can't get inside your mech comfortably at all. But if you get him there and then y'all just want to evac and get the fuck out of there, that's also an option.
Okay.
Having said that, if there are no more questions, deploy yourselves wherever you want, and as Lancer always goes, one of you gets first turn. The combat begins now, friends. Let's do it.
Let's see. Let's see.
Remember,
here.
friends, you can talk. None of y'all comms are jammed right now.
My main idea is to use my my deployable hardcover, right where you are. We were made for each other, and block off that little section because it looks like this here is also rubble that's blocking it off, or is that a hole in the concrete? Here.
That's a hole in the concrete there.
Oh, that's a
These
hole in the
bigger
concrete.
big
Okay.
rock structures here are absolutely hard cover, and some of them are big enough to block line of sight.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, my either that or cover this area right here. It's obvious our initial enemy is coming from the south, but our north side is completely exposed, so we'll have to watch out for that. What are y'all thinking?
Yeah, I can't do nothing right now. They're just, if we want to get the whole swath of them, I can't. They're a good chunk of them are outside of my sensors.
Yeah, I'd say we just hold off as long as we can, and if not, we just grab Romeo and run. Nothing tying us to this dropship.
Not necessarily, but it would be nice to perhaps not let enemy mechs get hands on our tech. If we can
There's
help it.
nothing particularly sensitive on the ship. I don't think.
I mean, a secondary question: who would want to go first? Because I definitely could use.
That's
I
pretty
could use my
important.
core thing. Unless y'all want to start this round, and then.
I fully intend to just sprint in and start hacking.
That's fair.
As you aim to do, I am going to hold off using my core power, so this round I will not go first.
Yeah.
Because I can't really do that nice nifty cold post, and we're probably going to
Yeah.
need more info on these guys. So,
I'll just run
that's
support
me.
for you, Orpheus. If you want to go in first.
You and me, Tom.
Alrighty. Sounds solid. Yeah. I think I'll stay. I'll try and stay in the zone if I can. But yeah. So, did we decide who's going first, or is it...
Did y'all?
believe-
I'm waiting on y'all.
You're waiting on us.
I believe it's me.
Okay.
Somebody go.
Yeah.
Go.
Let's make it happen, friends. Crowd's waiting for us. Let's
Do
go.
the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We activate core system to get an extra boost. An
All
extra
right,
boost
take us
action.
into the narrative. Let's make it happen. What are we doing? Let's get in there.
Yeah, so you see Orpheus's mech sort of electrolyzes from the bottom up as their movements get a little more quick and reflexive. Two energy blades fold out from the forearms. They get down in like the standard runner's stance, and they just shoot off.
Bumbling and sprinting, or not bumbling, but certainly like galloping and sprinting as they move forward, stepping in and sliding across rubble. Go ahead and take your move, friend.
Yeah, so they get a boost as a free action, and then they get a second quick action as a free action once per turn, which is going to bring me 10 hexes closer. There, and then they can do their standard movement to get up and close the gap, where they will use a barrage action to use their plasma talons and their heavy charged blade on this guy right in front of them.
Oh yeah, fair enough. All right then, you swing up both blades and start to swing. Go ahead for it. You're swinging at this guy right in front of you. Make it happen.
Yep, and they get +1 accuracy on the first attack of their turn.
The mech in question, the two mechs which are on you, just like, fuck, that one's fast. And you see that kind of pilot on, like, watching you on the screen, trying to track you with their rifle as you're coming up, putting out bursts of fire, but not able to track you. You just dip left, dip right, and now right on top of them. Make the attack happen.
Yep. One of their blades folds out into two plasma talons as I roll a 16 on the attack roll.
Easy hit. Damage.
Hit. We're gonna roll damage.
Knock 'em
That's
up,
going to
Orf.
be 5 total damage.
You get in there, and they're double handing this sort of carbine they're holding. You get in there and fully cleave the forward stock hand straight off. It backs off, tries to begin like kind of blind fire at you. Anything else you got?
Hello, I hope you're having a nice day. And then they're gonna swing in with the other arm, heavy charged blade just right into them.
I hope you're having a nice day.
And then go ahead and make your attack roll. As again, it's gonna sort of like panic fire at you with the rifle in its hand, but it can't stabilize. You kind of duck under and swing. Attack roll.
That's gonna be a dirty 20 on the die.
Hits. Dirty 20s. Lancer
Roll a crit.
is a system where dirty 20s is a crit.
It's a
So roll damage
crit.
twice and pick the highest.
Okay.
This interaction will be recorded for customer service purposes.
That's gonna be max damage, 9 damage on that.
You duck. Actually, you know, fucking. You tell me how it happens.
So they cleave through the first armament with the first one, and then they just right through the bottom of the cockpit. They're not trying to injure the pilot; they're just trying to disable the mech.
The pilot just, what the? Like, I feel like fully believing they're about to die. As the flash of the light of the sword comes in and slices just beneath them, taking the legs of their mech out. They look around, just, oh, thanks. And the mech falls over and we're down and unable to operate. Anything else for you?
Sorry, just double check everything here. We have used the boost in the movement. No, I think that's all I can do.
All right then, I'm gonna have one of my guys go. Let's have his friend get his turn out of the way. As the one next to him will kind of slide across the wreck and just, what in the hell? These guys are nasty! And he will bring up a sort of that kinetic rifle, which is already loaded. They will cock it back and take a shot at you, my dear friend Orpheus.
Okay.
Does a 13 pass your evasion?
It does by 2.
You will take 4 kinetic damage as this militia rifle just opens up and like puts a couple of shots that slink and slam into your shoulder armor and shear off some metal and paint.
Good job.
It'll just fucking assholes mocking me, and it'll just back off, and you'll hear the commander just calm down, Rook, take control, remain calm, and it will step up too, and that is it. And it'll offer back a yes, commander, and it's back over to you all. Who wants to go next?
I can go next.
All right.
Ember, take us into the narrative. What's happening?
All right. So I'm gonna use beckon on this guy, because he's exactly 10 away from me. And so I'm gonna say, send on your way, guys. And I'm gonna beckon on him, which does, I take 7 damage, and we swap places.
You will see Hethia's mech begin to rapidly glow red. Ember's mech begin to rapidly glow red. Hethia in your cockpit manifests as that face with her hands in a very unique sort of like multi-twisted hand gesture. But she has 4 hands all twisted in several different directions, and she just says, "For the burden of the unbelievers to find their place in the afterlife." And with that, your mechs warp in space-time and swap places. So you can go ahead and put yourself down right over there, and you'll see the concept and just be warped and crumple in on itself, and then uncrumple itself somewhere else, sweating and panicking. Just what? Sarge?
Would this be a
Dude stuck between Warden.
So Overwatch happens when someone starts their movement within range of a weapon. So when that guy starts his turn, if he's still next to you all or within threat of your weapons, then yes.
Okay.
Cool. Back over to you. Anything else?
All right, I'm going to.
You got trapped in the worst spot.
It's between 2 mechs.
It's pretty bad for that guy. I'm not gonna lie.
I almost feel bad for you.
All right, Ember's then gonna sprint over here by Orpheus and go, "Hey, Orpheus." And I'm gonna charge up my thermal lance, and can I hit all these guys in a line like that? All right.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
It's threat 7, ain't it?
Range 10. So I'm gonna shoot my thermal lance at him.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll 3 attacks. We'll start with the guy up front first.
All right. That is a 12.
It's
All right.
first one to the left.
That was another 12. Okay.
Okay. And third one.
That is a 6.
All right. So you point your lance and fire out a beam. The commander here, you'll see, will step back some as the lance kind of eats into their shoulder armored pauldron with a cloak flowing behind it, tearing up and burning some of the laser. The mech behind them will also sort of be eaten up by some of that laser. This third one, however, will begin to skitter just out of the way. Go ahead and roll your damage for the first 2, though.
Okay.
It's rolled once for overall, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. That is a 7.
All right. You'll see you blow off not only the pauldron but a full arm and like upper shoulder component of the commander unit, and it just kind of like spins into it. But you'll see that this guy's definitely a bit more experienced than the guy who Orpheus just killed. As he just kind of spins with it and kind of comes around, raising their gun. The one in the back also just gets eaten up with a fair bit of damage. It was 8 total, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I got you. Thank you. And they both sort of recoil and fall back on you, but are still prepared to engage, as it were. Anything more?
Yeah. I'm gonna overcharge. Because I mean, how could we not?
Begin the counter.
Overcharge. Overcharge.
The first overcharge.
Oh, welcome, folks. If you got worried because one of us used our core powers in the first half,
It gets
welcome
worse.
to Extra Panic.
All right.
I'm ready for that. Hey, guys, go ahead.
And I'm gonna set off
Here's
to the
again,
side.
Foxy.
Hey, Hestia,
No.
tag that guy. And I'm gonna use Mimetic Spark on the guy right here. The guy right in front of me.
Hestia manifests in front of in your cockpit and just like Roger, Adjutant. Commencing getting. The face will glitch some and just the ground shakes, the stars tremble, the unbeliever burns, and out of that face will leap a spark of bright red energy that does how much damage?
Maybe blah blah. 3?
Mhm.
Yeah.
AP, yes.
Yeah, 3 AP.
Got it. As it leaps in and eats into the leg and pairs off another part of it. It's still something. He's kicking though. Anything else for you?
That's it.
You're doing great, Ember.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and have the sergeant go next. Actually, he will step back first. Actually, just squad, fall in on me. He will pop a quick action to use a maneuver, coordinated maneuvers, actually, which lets 2 allies near him immediately move up to 3 spaces in any direction. That will move these 2 right here, and then he will use his next attack. Next other protection. You can see that sergeant kind of from inside the cockpit. The camera will show this. The sergeant kind of come from the cockpit and just, you 2, don't go any sloppy because things got scary over here. Fall in, focus your fire, coordinated bursts. You'll see both of them, both looking very nervous. Just at least one of them looking just, yes, Commander, and start aiming as he pops a maneuver on let's say this guy over here. That is both of his actions. So that's going to technically end his turn. Back over to you all.
Tom, it's either you or me.
I don't mind going.
Go.
I don't think I'd pop my my core power as of yet, but I will definitely do a little bit of barraging. So it's range 10, line 5, so to here, and then hex line of 5. That works, right?
This rock is currently blocking your line of sight, I would say.
It's arcing. Or no,
Well,
it's
then
not
never
arcing,
fucking
it's
mind.
smart. Yeah, arcing
Oh,
and smart.
well-
Oh yeah.
Well, then never fucking mind. Go ahead and tell me how you fire.
So Tom's like main mount is this almost 50 millimeter rotary cannon that fires these almost ad hoc, not like a shotgun shell, but with buzz droids, like little double buckshot sized buzz droids that are just sent down the barrel, and then like before they hit like their target or the ground, it kind of does a little air burst to help spread them out. And so he largely only fires it in bursts because like not much survives after prolonged firing. And so he'll just notice that the dude got teleported next to him. I'll deal with him later. And lets off a burst kind of at a pretty steep angle because he's just trying to go for distance. And
Now,
for their end, oh yeah, go ahead.
No, so go ahead and so as these birds fire out and begin to make your go ahead and make your attack roll. Keep in mind you are currently engaged, so range attacks are made with 1 difficulty for you.
1 difficulty? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then so that is
You're gonna roll an extra d6 with your d20, and you're gonna
Okay.
take that d6 away from your result.
okay. That is 18.
That's a hit. I'm assuming you're hitting both of these guys.
Hitting all 3.
Okay, cool. Then roll for all 3 then. So then roll for the guy in the middle.
Roll for the guy in the middle. Is this also in
Yes, it's
difficulty?
also gonna be
Okay.
difficulty. Yes.
Okay. Second one is a 13.
Give me a third one.
That is a what's 17 minus 2? 15?
Enough. As your
Yeah.
drones start firing out, and like honestly, like these guys are all focused on watching Orpheus and Ember tear into them. They don't even see the drones come from behind the rock and start just firing and tearing into them, ripping apart from them. Roll your damage. You roll 1 time for all 3.
Okay. That is. So I think that's a 4. So 8 plus 3, 11.
Yeah. So, this conscript here will immediately just fucking incinerate. Just like it will literally come undone as drones and droids just start to buzz through and rip it apart. tear into it. Tom, tell me how you finish the thing off. This guy up here in the front. Tell me how it's looking. Tell me what the scene is looking like.
Yeah, so kind of what happens is like from a bird's eye view, kind of we see almost like an A10 gun run, like just like start to like pelt the ground as just like dust and dirt gets kicked up as it like travels straight for the line of 3, and it just he is completely blindsided by it. Just leg gone, core just starts spewing out coolant, and it just eats away, kind of like I guess just like absolutely disintegrates. Just all the little buzz droids and stuff just flinging metal and sparks. So
that one comes undone. More drones leap over the back of it and start to tear into this third one in the back here. More come for the commander unit in the middle of them. But this one's gonna go ahead and pop a trait, and you'll see it grab the sergeant's mech and pull it down out of the way as drones begin to tear and eat into it. One of them tearing into the cockpit and coring into it. Inside, the pilot, actively being torn apart by a buzzsaw, just looks over across the screen and just Sarge, before the mech explodes. And those two are dead.
Tom isn't nice to his enemies.
Anything else, Tom?
Let's see. Since I did that attack, it was... anything else? Unless let's see. I don't know.
I'm hovering over the counter.
You know.
Overcharge. Overcharge.
Overcharge.
Overcharge.
Another one.
We're at 2 overcharges.
No, we're
2.
at 3.
We're 3? Who overcharged twice? Oh, right.
No, we each did.
Everyone did.
Yeah.
Well,
I
minus
got
me.
3 overcharges.
Did you not?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Should I have?
Orpheus. No, you're good, Orpheus. Save that for another time. The
No.
counter still goes. This counter still stays. I knew I was right.
Well,
I'll
okay.
do it next
Go
turn.
on then.
Yeah.
What you doing then with that extra quick action?
He's Tom's going to turn his wasp nexuses towards this poor sap that got the worst positioning ever possible.
Sure fucking did. Let me tell you. At least he's alive for now. Go on ahead and make your attack roll as this unfortunate pilot who's still trying to get the bearings with where they are turns and sees your Nexi riding up from over your shoulders and bearing down on them. Make your attack roll.
Alrighty. That is a 13.
13 hits. Damage.
Yeah.
With the difficulty,
one
you're still engaged.
explosive. Oh, with the difficulty?
Yes.
'Cause he is right next to us.
So it's 12.
Still hits. As your Nexus comes to swing down and starts to pour fire on him, and he's trying to decide trying to look for an escape vector, but can't through you and Eve currently. Anything else for your turn?
That's so it was 2 armor piercing damage for him.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. And
Anything else?
That's it, really.
All right. I'll activate with one of my guys then. As this mech over here, you'll see this quadrupedal mech over here slide over and just Sergeant, frontline units are traded, engaging area denial protocols, and you'll see out of the domes on this mech, 2 swarms of small drones will fire out and dive down into the area around you all. As I'm gonna go ahead and do. Oh, this is a quick action. Sweet. First, we're gonna go ahead and do the attack against Ember's closer. Why not? Ember, I got an attack coming against you.
Sure.
Does a 13 pass your evasion?
Yes.
Take 3 burn.
3 burn. Okay.
3 burn. So you'll take 3 damage right now, and then when it's next your turn, you're gonna roll an engineering check and/or take some more burn. So as you'll see these nexuses kind of swing, sort of swarm out and start to eat into your mech, sort of for your systems, start firing off small lasers and sort of scouring lasers into your systems and into your wiring. It will then sort of shift its engram protocol and target more specific systems, and you'll then feel a code pulse enter into your mech, and it's also going to try to tech attack against you. Does a 20 pass your AE defense?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to give you a choice. You can be immobilized and impaired until the end of your next turn, or you can be moved five paces in the direction that I choose.
Move me 5.
Cool. Let's swing you. 1, 2. Actually, no, I lied. Let's go 1 over this guy, 2, and then 3 spaces to climb on top of this building here.
Okay.
You gave him the high
you
ground?
Yep. You are just forced to climb on top of that building there, and it's 3 spaces to get down if you want, which is the fall damage if you don't use your flying. So be careful about that. That then ends its turn. We go back to one of you all, and there's only one of you left.
Yep, and it's me. Unfortunately, there
Take us
is
into the narrative.
Yeah, I guess. So, unfortunately, for the poor sap, in between, dreadfully close to nominal and alter, as it were, I'm
Literally
going
stuck
to
between a rock and a hard place.
a rock and a hard place, and unfortunately, their systems are going to get fucked with. I will make my first quick attack action for a quick attack.
I'm pretty sure techniques aren't affected by engagement, so go on.
And I'm running an invade.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Alrighty, tidy.
I'm gonna tell you, their E-defense, not impressive.
Oh, poor baby. I rolled a 19 on a die. That's plus 3. 22
You didn't
total.
need it. You crit. Which I guess doesn't matter in this instance. But what effect are you dealing? So you're gonna go ahead and take that 2 heat. What else?
I'm going to use System Crusher. Your target takes an additional 2 heat for a total of 4. If this invade causes them to exceed their heat cap, they take 4 burn as well. This can only be used once per scene on each character.
You push paracausal code into this pilot system who is already freaking out and trying to avoid Nexi. They can't suddenly decide what to do when something floods their screens. What do you flood their screens with?
Oh no. Let's see. Flooding their screens with a System Crusher.
Yeah, memes. It's just memes.
Memes would be a good one, but that's not Eve's style. I think what she what she puts into their mech, as it were, to lock them down and crush their systems. Oh, this is nasty. It's old broken bits of Argus.
Oof.
The bits that she couldn't save or repair.
This young woman piloting this mech, sweating profusely, trying to dodge out from the next eye of Tom, is just like, okay, all right, I can get out of this. Play it cool, and then suddenly they just find their citizens uploaded with, greetings, pilot. How may I assist you? And they're just like, what in the hell? And they suddenly can't focus as their systems begin to just overheat with the extra processing power of Argus's stars being pushed into them. Anything more from you, Eve?
Well, I guess more or less. Their enemy combatant has been made to kneel at the altar, so let's bring a little bit of something else, yeah? I would like to use my next quick attack for deploying one of my turret drones. Popping out that little bean, and rolling it on through.
I will mark a bean for you. Tell me where you want that bean at.
And It's a Bakugan.
Oh my god.
No, it is.
It's true.
It's a little
true.
marble-sized boy. It's just a little marble-sized bean, and it's just as it rolls and bounces and skitters. I like putting this narrative in so I can choose. The robo, unfortunately, is blocking my line of sight, right?
Yeah, but you can put it anywhere in sensors. So I guess
Well, yeah, in sensors. Well, it's in sensors and line of sight.
Oh, well, there you go. Fair enough. Yeah.
But I'll have the little bean just roll around to this right here. Right here.
All right.
Sorry.
Then, well, let me. No,
Yeah, we both
you're
pinged
good,
at the
you're
same time.
good. Boop.
That bean right there. That's the little
And he's out.
bean.
The rolling ball stops at the side of the rubble, deploys crawling legs, clambers up it, and then entrenches them into the wall at the back of the sphere, unfolds into a gun, and then aims at the enemies. Anything more for you?
That will, considering that they are system crushed.
Yeah, crushed systems currently.
Nope, that doesn't prevent them from doing Overwatch, but
It's
Eve
not.
doesn't like how close it is, and honestly, if she's gonna attack another time round,
Well,
that's not gonna be good
fair.
for her. So she's gonna
Yeah.
move back a couple of hexes, or I'm moving
but
back a couple of
easier-
hexes closer
The
to.
pilot sees your movement slide away through the screen flood of Argus, and immediately swings their weapon around and takes a shot at you with Overwatch. You were super right about that. Does a 21 patch your evasion? I rolled a natural crit, by the way, in case you were curious.
Of course you did.
Thankfully for you all, normal NPCs can't crit, so it's only for kinetic.
That's still 21 against my evasion, which unfortunately crushes it because I only have an evasion of 9.
Well, they rolled really well.
They sure did. So I only take 4 kinetic.
Yes, 4 kinetic damage as this kind of like PDW kind of swings around and blind fires a burst in your direction, and a few kind of plink into your arms as you're sliding away.
That's fine. Eve's gonna stay planted where she is and just Foxy, if you may, I need that info off of that pilot from Data Siphon, please. For those of you at home who aren't familiar with Data Siphon, whenever the Chungmalongma, which is alters frame, makes a tech attack against a hostile character, it may also automatically scan them.
Well, thankfully for you all, I put a fuck ton of work into making these.
Hell yeah.
Yeah!
We're gonna
Look
put
at
a
that.
whole lot of work into destroying them.
Yo.
Alright.
Someone
Really
like
well
to do the
done.
first of several bits of lore blurb reading across for this campaign.
Sweet.
Oh,
But what's those stats?
It's on the thing.
Not
It's on
the
the
image.
Don't
Look at the
fix it.
image.
Oh, they're the inch? Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's see. Are we reading this whole thing, or
If you
Like,
you don't have to if
blurb at the
anybody wants to, but it's up to you. Yeah, the blurb at the bottom. Yeah.
I don't mind reading.
I can do it since
Yeah, go
I
for it.
popped it.
All right then, make it happen.
The The A32 Conscript Frontline Assault Unit, conceptually, is an evolution of the same line of thinking around rapid force rearmament and mech mass production that led to the now renowned Everest frame. Designed by Harrison Armory not as a frame, but as a ready-to-print, cheap-to-produce mech, which could be sold either as an OmniNet blueprint template for a flash printer or an en masse as a quick and easy way to build up or bolster the armed forces of any burgeoning regime. The Pharos Sovereignty, approximately half of a century ago, signed a contract with the Armory to supply enough conscript units, as well as other equipment, to convert their small planetary defense militia into a proper military. Despite the unit's lighter armor, limited tactical flexibility, and lacking electronic warfare suite, PSOV still employs the use of hundreds of conscript frames, often deploying them as a 3 to 4 2 mech teams operating unit as a single squad.
I love writing mecha documents because I'm a fucking artist.
I wish I didn't trip over that as bad.
Nah, you were
You
fucking
are
great. That's
perfectly
awesome. Thank you
fine.
so much for that. So there you
You're
are. Give me
welcome.
information on that mech. That document is now visible to you all and will be available for you all to look at in the Roll20 whenever you need to. So you have stats available to you for wherever you want. That all
Oh,
for you?
I don't have to write them down anymore. Thank God.
Nope. That all for you, darling?
That's all for me.
Well, then I have one last mech of mine that needs to have a little turn. As this other four-legged mech back here will crawl its way forward to match up with its friend over here. And it will, give me 1 second to bump the music back up just tiny a little bit. It will deploy itself. That's also quick action. Let's start off doing the first thing, doing the same thing that its friend did, except it's going to target Orpheus. Orpheus does a 9 pass your evasion.
Nope.
Well, you're good then. As swarms fire out to try to get around you, and wait, sorry, it's a smart weapon that goes against your E defense. The 9 beat your E defense.
It does beat that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry to press your hope like that. So, as
Zoomies
swarms
won't save me now.
Our hopes and
as
dreams.
swarms pile around you and you try to move outside of the cover of the mech you just cut down, those swarms again, just like Ember, cut and eat into your systems, pushing around in and through you. Take 3 burn.
Okay.
Orpheus, buddy.
Secondly, what it will do is pick a blast 1 area, which I'm going to mark out now for y'all. If you'll give me just a moment. Figuring out new roll 20 can be difficult. There we go.
That's
Linger.
fair.
It will target that right. Actually, no, you know what? Hold on. We're gonna put that. Yeah, no, right there. It's fine. Hold on. Yeah. So.
Does it not matter that you moved
in
me so
this-
far up?
No. You're fine. It's actually. Yeah. No. Actually, because yeah. No, actually, you know what? Yeah. You're right. You'll be out of this one or out of this one, Ember. You're fine for now.
Okay.
Orpheus, however, if you start your turn within it, or if you move anywhere in this area, you're gonna take 2 burn. So be aware of that for when that happens. Ember, you're currently a bit too high up for that to be aware, but
Okay.
when you come down, be aware of that when you hit the ground. So you know that's all it's got actually. That's its turn, and that I believe ends our round. So as the round ends and the sergeant of the group recognizes, oh hell, most of my frontline units are certainly actually falling down. I should probably do something about that. You will see them radio, bring in reinforcements, including the heavy artillery, as you will see several units begin to pop up on your radar to the northeast.
Cool.
All right, didn't this guy move?
God
The
fucking
bottom
damn it.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm done by accident. I'll fix that. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold up.
Yeah. That's all.
There he is. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Fixed it. Problem solved. So yeah, top of the round. Friends, you're up again. Who wants to go first?
Did this guy take his turn?
Yeah, he went before he got moved.
Yeah.
Oh,
You sure
okay.
did.
That's fair. Okay.
He tried to hit me.
And then I just whoop.
It's true.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and add those reinforcements in. Boom.
Do you guys mind if I go first?
I do not.
By all means.
I
Ember.
have a feeling this is an entire building.
Yes.
So yeah, it looks like yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, so
Okay.
it's blocking line of sight.
Yes.
Unfortunate.
God damn it.
Mm.
All right. Well, this ain't great.
You see what happens when Lancer makes you actually have to utilize terrain? It becomes a much more complicated game.
Why this?
All right.
Anywho, it's round 2. Go on, friends.
All right, Ember, if you got anything, go for it.
Yeah, so Ember's gonna start by stabilizing.
Stabilizing.
Yeah. So you'll see
Alright.
Ember kind of stand there and pat away all the fire. Is also gonna use a repair to restore HP.
Mm-hmm.
And then
you will see as you see your mech rapidly kind of like plunk in on itself, and several redundant systems begin to like, work through repairs and push through and pull off sealants and small platings. Go on.
Yep. Okay. And then I will overcharge.
Taking the counter.
That's
Yup.
the
Three.
third one.
Sure is. Now,
I just need a whiteboard just so we get the whole like fight ring
Let's
thing
see.
going on.
can I shoot both of these with a single
I
lance?
think with the angle of your lance, it might be. Yeah, fuck it. I think yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Oh yeah.
So I will
Whatever
shoot
one of
them
DM
with a-
says, we can have it.
Hmm?
I'll give you the shot with difficulty.
Okay.
Oh, that's fair though.
Yeah,
High angles are a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Will you roll?
Go ahead.
Per times the charge.
First one's an 11.
That's a hit.
All right.
Second one.
Second one's a 0.
Oh no! Oh no!
And this bad guy here is just too slippery. If he once again slides back away out of the way, roll your damage.
That's rude.
That is a 4 on the first one.
1, 2, 3, 4. It blows off another chunk of his receptor module, and it kind of skitters a little bit with the secondary fire pops off. Looking pretty bad, but it's definitely still in the fight.
It also takes 2 heat.
Oh. Ooh, boop. Racking that heat up. Anything else?
That is. I'm gonna move back. I'm gonna move back a little bit. Just over here.
Alrighty. You slide back, and then we're gonna go ahead into one of my guys' turns. Oh, I forgot conscripts act in pairs. I'm an idiot. Right, I should do that more. Speaking of which, let's have them act in pairs. As this group over here in the back corner is going to activate now. They will do their 4 movement, and we'll do the movement together.
I just read them out as acting in pairs. Foxy.
It's true. Thank you.
You wrote the lore.
I forgot. I know. Listen. I be forgetting shit sometimes. All right, like you
know
gotta give me some.
You know what? That's fair,
right,
but
darling.
Also, goddamn it.
I'm not perfect. I'm only human for real.
For real, but
having
still.
Said
Ouch.
Having said that, oh yep, y'all are both still out of range, so they're gonna boost.
Oh no.
Boost.
So that's different from an overcharge, or
Yeah,
It
it's
is
different than
different.
overcharge.
oh, okay.
Boost gives them extra movement. Remember, I boosted quite a bit when I was in the. Yeah.
Yeah, boom.
Boosting is my favorite activity.
Boom. It's true. We do engage in boosted behavior around here, and that's gonna be the whole of their turn. Passing it back over to you all. See how fast my turns be going around here?
I'm a little concerned because we're on round 2 and we have like what 5 or 6, 3 more. Help.
It'll be fine.
We're not gonna be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Get
It'll be
the
fine. Have you seen how big this gun is?
It's true.
zombies out of the way.
All right, who's going?
I
Let's see.
It's down to the 3 of us: Orpheus, myself, or Tom.
Yeah. Let's see, because I can
He's feeling
probably
lucky,
do.
punks.
I don't think I can reach these farther guys down here. If
I'm not moving. You can't.
Yeah. So my main thought is to just deal with the ones we've got right here. And see. Let's take these guys out. That heavy artillery might be a bit of a problem, but if me and Church Key work together for the top, what's this? 6? We should be able to get out of here all right.
As you say that artillery is going to be a problem, you'll see the cannons on that mech back there angle into the sun and catch the light a little bit.
Oh shit! They've got a sniper. Maybe.
Not again. I would say, given what you all understand about, you know enough about mechs to know what the general patterns and things like that, you can look at this and tell this is clearly a heavy artillery platform. This is not like a sniper. This is This is meant to be through some, well, not to give it away, some bombardment.
would you say it was orbital in nature?
No, I would just say that
not that high.
There was a term.
Not that high.
You know, you know how like people who do like barbering, like people who do barbering, you shorten them and they're barberers. People who do bombardments, you might shorten that, and I don't know. Anyway,
but also, I was also going to say we are getting a first seat, front row seat, direct in the orchestra pit of the opening salvo of that one song that involves cannons. Isn't it March of the Valkyries? I'm pretty sure it's March of the Valkyries.
One of those two. Except y'all are not on the side charging this time.
No.
In any case, who's going?
Yeah.
I could definitely go. I can do a barrage on these last two folks, and then they're just out of range of my my skirmish.
All right then.
If you don't, yeah. Is that good?
Yeah.
Ship it.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, take 'em out.
We kind of need to keep this rolling.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are still engaged, so you would definitely still need to fire with a difficulty.
Okay. Or is that with the? Okay, that's with the Wasp Nexus. Okay. So yep, I'm going to do a. So from 10 here, draw the line of 5 to get them both.
All right, gonna go with two in the back. You got it.
Yep. And this is against their E defense.
You are right. Go ahead and fire.
That
As
is
once
a
again, you
14.
arc up over the building and fire, and the drone starts pulling out. 14 hits. Second one.
It is a. What's that? 17, I think it is.
With the difficulty. Damn, you're fucking on fire,
Yeah.
dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, my D6 is not wanting to roll the highest.
Well, that's great.
Well,
for
now
you.
that you said that,
yeah.
it's
Go
going
roll
to do
damage.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 6, 3, and then so 9 plus 3.
You do more than 8?
12. Yeah.
Yeah.
As Tom arcs and fires their gun over the wall, you'll see the drones kind of flare out and then fall into a skydiving pattern over the building. And then without seeing it, you all will just hear a pair of explosions as those two mechs go critical and their sensors go dark on your radar. They're real dead.
Sorry. Warden, I am scarily afraid that I might have calibrated your Nexus drones too well.
That was a good shot.
What's to
Why would you be upset about
fucking
that?
Great.
Anything else for you, Warden?
Just terrified. Not upset.
You know,
There's a difference.
It's looking like it's another overcharge moment.
Hey, Warden,
So,
leave
what's-
that guy next to you. Leave
Yeah.
him. I have a plan for
Leave
him. Yeah, leave him.
Okay. The
poor femme pilot.
coils will like.
Yeah, excuse you. That girl next to you. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Poor femme pilot.
We love mech pilot diversity around here. Thank you very
True,
much,
true,
even
true.
amongst our enemies.
Fair enough.
Tom reaching for the lever to like pull to overcharge again, and we'll like kind of lower it back down from being in mid pull. Okay. Let's see. What else can I do? If not that.
You took a full
Um,
action by barraging, so you could move. That's basically all you really
Yeah.
got right now without overcharging.
Let's see. Ooh, hang on. I could overcharge and throw a grenade.
You could do that.
You know what? Fuck it. Overcharging anyway.
We're doing it anyway.
Overcharging it
We
is.
doing it!
Number 4.
Send it.
There's a moment of
All right.
hesitation. He puts the handle back down and then just pulls it anyway.
It's like
If I'm
pulls it
not-
halfway back. All right.
Alrighty.
Somewhere in the back.
You,
Somewhere in the back, there is this is our commanding officer, ladies and gentlemen, staff sergeant.
you
Warden.
just hear a
All right, so then-
hysterical laugh.
So
that
then,
is-
remind me again how you can throw these. What's the range on the throw and everything?
it is a range 5 blast 1.
All right. So range 5 can get you out to there, or there. Blast
Yeah,
1 will get you
I'm-
both of those guys though.
Yeah, I'm aiming for like right in the middle of them.
You'll get them both. Let's roll the hit.
Yep.
You are
Let's
still
roll
engaged though.
the hit.
Is,
Yep.
what happens though? Is it actually a roll the hit? What happens?
I don't know. They graded it. They graded it. Blech. can't. It won't show me anymore.
Oh no.
Hold on.
They graded out.
Hit use.
Oh wait, you're throwing a grenade?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a smoke grenade here, so this is the same system here. Let's see here. You can just click the name, and it'll pull
It's
up
an
your
agility
deployable.
save, or they have to
Agility save.
agility
okay,
save,
okay,
or they take the
okay.
damage.
Okay.
Okay. Let me do the save real quick first. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Hold up for
No,
everyone
you're
back
fine,
at
you're fine.
home.
I
First
think
one.
the safe target.
Yes, save target.
My safe target is 10.
Ooh, I think it meets it beats it. So that's one.
Aw.
One beats it. One also beats it with a nat 20 on the roll.
Oh
Both beat it.
no,
Unfortunate.
Tom!
Massive
It's
miss.
good. It's fine. On a success, they take half damage. So
Damage.
That is a 5 roll. So half of 5 would be 2.
3. Rounds up 3.
Okay. Okay.
They
Rounds
both
up.
take
Okay.
3. They just
Cool.
boom. They both take 3. But as one is like about like right in front of the grenade, you'll see that this guy on the left here will just dive and push the right one into the wall before the grenade goes off, eating most of the blast and keeping that one safe from the damage. As it looks like that one used the same trait the other one used, but on his sergeant to keep his friend alive. It does mean his mech comes out of the rock looking very, very damaged though, and you'll see the kind of camera cut over and just, damn it, Mako, are you okay? Shut up, idiot. Get it done first, then worry about me.
Oh no, they're endearing.
Anything else for you, Tom, or is that I can think everything for you? Overcharge.
Sacrificing
You're
each
good?
other for another one.
Yeah. What's that?
Eve is just like sitting back in altar a bit, just squinting down, like on our, because I feel like we all have like small, tiny mini windows of each other pilot in our group right now with our comms connected.
Mhm.
You guys just see Eve's like eyes just narrow in and hone in and just. Are they sacrificing themselves for the other? Shit.
See, so they took 3, so they're probably at 5. This one's at 6.
So, as that
Yes.
meditation goes on, as Eve kind of sits there, reflecting on kind of what's happening there, let's next go in and check on. I believe it's one of my guys goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Cool. Well, I would have had the other conscript pair go, but they're dead. So you will see a pilot far away finish off a cigar and just 2 targets landed in the zone. Let's see if I can shake him up a little bit. And he will press a button. You'll see the large cannons on the back of the artillery mech on top of that broken bridge rack and fire backward, and then 2 rails on the inside crackle electricity. As that mech begins to ready its weapon, it's going to aim. It's got a range of 25. So it's in range. It's going to pop a nice big old blast 2 right there in the middle, which is going to catch our lovely 2 friends right there. So it's going to be an
also
attack roll.
his friend as well.
Yeah, it's true. Yes. As hold on, actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right about that. You're totally right about that. Oh well. Conscripts.
Oh well.
Happens.
Acceptable casualties.
Acceptable casualties.
Right after that touching
So-
moment between.
I'll take
Hey.
friendly fire if it's on the menu.
Hey, listen, it's not unique amongst it's not unique amongst everybody. All right. So with that said, that's actually not a great roll at all because it adds a difficulty. So does I need a d6. I'm sorry. Does a 4 beat anyone's agility?
A 4?
A 4
Yeah.
for agility save or just agility?
Just 4. There's a 4 path to anyone's evasion. Sorry, not agility. Sorry, evasion.
Oh,
My bad.
evasion.
My bad.
Nope.
My bad. That's on me. Sorry. Okay, figured as much. That was a joke.
It's
You're
good.
all fine.
All good.
However, I do need you all to take hull saves real quick.
You gotta be
whole save.
Oh no, I have a
oh.
0 in that. Oh shit.
Well, good luck, darling.
So I have a 2 in hold. Does that add to
Yes.
it by
so
2 or
the D20, yes. Add 20.
Add
Add
two
2
to
by
your
2,
roll.
yes.
okay? 19.
You're good.
Uh-oh.
Eve.
9 flat.
That 9 is not enough for you. Eve, you're gonna fall prone. And our friend over there is not going to fall prone. As the pilot will sort of like boost up with boosters, kind of get up out of the way and just, hey, watch your damn shooting, I'm out there. And then you'll see the pilot back there kind of drop the cigar and just, shit, fuck, my bad, I'm sorry. But Eve, you are knocked prone as the round impacts the ground and causes a small tremor as it shakes into the ground and pushes your mech prone. No damage, you're just knocked prone. Also, the earth flings up and knocks these 2 segments of earth up like points of cover.
Okay.
That's its turn, however, as it's just going to. Oh, wait, I guess it can still move if it wants to. Let's scoot a little bit. Cool, that's it. My turn's done. One of y'all go.
You and me.
Little boot it. Little scoot boot.
You or me? Ember, you go, cause
I've already gone. It's
you're
you're
gone.
obvious.
You and
Orpheus.
me.
Orpheus, go,
Yeah.
go, Orph. Cut him the fuck up. Become pizza cutter.
Go.
Become blender.
Go,
Become blender.
Orpheus is going to use their
Our
free
little
action to
Beyblade.
move.
Well, before you do that, before you do anything, you're gonna take 2 burn.
That's at the end of the turn, isn't it? Burn is applied.
Nope, start of the turn. No, no. The Brazen Swarm is if you start your turn in it, or
Gotcha.
if you so you take 2 burn from this. So right now it's just 2 damage.
Yep.
And next turn, when you start your turn, engineering save or 2 more.
No, the burn damage applies at the end of the turn for the
Yeah.
engineering save. That part.
Okay.
Part's at the end.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So next turn, when you end your turn is engineering save. So there you go. Go on. Carry on as the like swarm of drones all around you keeps eating at your systems while you're running up. Go ahead and kill my guy, please.
Yeah, the thrusters just light up and Orpheus shoots out of there. Now here's the thing, right? I was gonna go for the little round guys, but I think it would be also very funny to go for the sergeant instead. Just
Go for the sergeant.
just
Go
beat
for
him
the
into the
kid.
ground.
Get him.
Yeah.
Get him.
So use 1 hex of my movement so far total to step up to him, and then we're going to barrage with the tactical melee and the heavy charged blade.
You got it.
I get 2 accuracy on the tactical melee.
All right. Roll it up.
For a 23 total.
Hits.
That's a crit.
You bring in your swing and you
Getting
swing it down.
nasty.
This mech is already down 1 arm and tries to swing out of the way. Damage.
That's going to be 8 points of kinetic damage as the blade
what
just sort of
happens.
cuts into it.
You bring the blade down, cuts into that neck crook in the neck in between like its head armor and its sort of armored shoulder. You drive it down into there. What you doing here? You going for the cockpit? You going for the kill here? What's up?
Is that enough damage to down it?
Yes.
I think Orpheus doesn't want to kill anybody. Is quite unlike their compatriots in that just cuts the head off so that it just sort of falls apart around the cockpit.
Mm-hmm. The mech collapses over, sort of powered down and unable to maintain its override. As you can see, energy spurting out of the head. As you can hear, inside of the cockpit, you all wouldn't see this, of course, but the camera would. You see the commander slam into the ground, blood begins to kind of fall through their helmet as they're just like, ah, damn it, pull their helmet off and pull up a comm system and start to kind of like start to press in some buttons.
Have a good weekend. And is gonna turn around and hit the little guy with the heavy charge blade instead.
Do it.
That's gonna be 16.
It's
Delightful. For 8 energy damage on the little guy.
let me pull up my little guy again because he hasn't gone yet. Let me find. There he is. How much again?
8 energy damage.
exactly enough.
Yep.
As you just
good boy.
bleed straight through the legs and leave this ball just rolling around the ground.
Okay. And then with the Everest, I can take a quick action as a free action. I believe skirmishes are quick actions.
They sure are.
So, gonna swing back around with the heavy charge blade on this other little round guy.
You are currently out of range, but you do have
Okay.
movement left.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, just
Yeah.
step forward.
There you go. Slide on in.
Slide on in there.
Yep.
That's gonna be 21.
It hits.
Sure.
Am I being
That
too mean?
crits as well, don't it?
Don't
Sure do.
be mean.
Yeah,
Just
sure
be
does.
mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck him up.
I rolled a 1 and a 6 on my two crit dice, so I'm gonna take the 6, I
Ah.
think, for a total of
Fair
9
enough.
energy damage.
As you turn and
More than
drive this thing into a leg, it has to heal and literally rip its own leg off in wires and surgery to kind of get away from you in that moment. As you are a flurry of metal and destruction right now, Orpheus.
And then
Woo.
I'm just gonna move 1, 2, 3 hexes this way, begin to make my way back. Ember, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You are a particularly wise individual, I find. What to you is the melody of the universe? I do not think they know it.
Huh? It's just the sounds of something burning. It's not. Yeah.
Orpheus, in the back of your brain, you hear a voice. You haven't heard it in a while. Not recently. But it's there, echoing across the back of your brain. And though it is soft, it deafens everything else around you. They do not know it, but they will scream it. And then it's gone. Just like that.
Feel free to think on it if you need to.
Yeah. I'll have to do that.
And then I believe I need to make an engineering check for the burn.
You sure do.
Engineering save. Yeah.
Engineering save.
I think so.
I've
Oh,
got
sorry, check, yeah.
0 in engineering right now, just a 14 on the die. How does that feel?
14's gonna be enough. You're fine.
Okay.
Clears all your.
You
burn.
got no more burn.
Yup.
All right. Well, having said that, I guess that means it's my turn again, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I've only really got a couple of things pending, really. Let's
I am
see.
prone.
This guy's gone. Yeah.
I am prone.
That guy
Bottom
should
right?
be
He is
on,
not.
yeah.
No, he's not dead.
Should be. I just put a.
He should
I
be.
just put
That
a
was the
sword
one
through his
took 9
cockpit.
damage.
That was another 8. Damn
This
it.
was
Nine.
the 8.
Oh, yeah, no,
This
no.
was the 9.
Yeah, 8. No, I know. He's
Yeah?
fine.
Oh,
He
okay.
hasn't been
Okay.
hit yet. It's his first time getting hit in combat. He's fine. He's fine.
Oh,
He's
okay.
alive.
Okay. My bad.
Oh, I should
It's
have
fine.
walked away from
Oh,
him.
they're not
Can I take
grunts.
that back?
They're not grunts.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, they're not grunts. They're sure not. You can take back the walk if you want. He was
Yeah,
about to
I'll
overwatch you,
walk-
so
I'll
you
walk
should
that
probably
back.
do that. Cool.
Sorry, I thought 8 was enough. I was just like, okay.
No. You're fine. You're fine. These two in the back have had this one this round.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
They moved
have.
up.
Which means it's literally just this guy back here. That's it. In which case, I will have that happen real quick. The hive will activate. First off, Orpheus, let's do the standard thing of trying to put some damage on you because you're right there in front of me, and that sounds like a really cool thing to do. To do that, I need my D20, which I've suddenly misplaced.
No.
All right, you know what? It's fine. This is what we have roll 20 for.
Ooh.
Oop.
Does a 12 pass your E defense?
Pass my E defense?
Yes.
Yes.
You're gonna take 3 burn.
I love that for me.
Also, I'm gonna do a little bit of a tech attack against you if you don't mind.
I guess so.
Well, does a 5 pass your E defense?
No. Thank
Okay,
the
then
gods.
you can mind. It's all right. Your consent matters in this case. I appreciate it. That's fine. I'll respect it. That's it then. It thinks about getting away from you, but realizes like you are too on it and harrying it, and decides to kind of stay locked in and try to just dodge and evade where it can. That ends the round, and there's not a whole lot left. I'm gonna take a little bit of a morale check real quick for my friends to figure something out real fast one time. That's not a good number. The bombard sees the sergeant go down, and just finishes the cigar, and just, Marita, you have to pull out of there right now. We're done here. This is Squad 3. We're in Zone 17 to get heavy casualties from an... What the hell are these guys? They're not Nala. Whatever. We're pulling out right now. And you'll see it looks like this guy here, your friend down here, and the remaining conscripts. These guys up here are a little bit shaky about it, definitely. But this person right here is definitely looking for a moment to break away from you while you're still harrying them, Tom. The question for y'all is, do you continue to pursue?
I have
would
one
prefer
thing
if
I
you
want
didn't.
to do.
Oh, no, wait. I forgot my turret drone. Could get a bit.
It's true.
Yeah.
If someone was in range, yeah, it's true. Technically, I don't know if anybody in range of it got hit, actually.
Nope.
No,
I did.
I don't think anybody got in range.
Mm.
No, it's when an ally hits someone that's when the
Yeah.
turret pops off.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I overwatched this guy, and they're only 2 hexes away.
Those
Oh,
who
let's
don't
that one alone. No, you you hit these guys. You hit this guy back
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Do you want to
Yeah.
bit this guy? Do you want to bit this guy
Yes.
with the
Beep,
turret?
beep. The turret go bit.
Oh, well then, as you see this mech kind of come out of this mech kind of over here come out of the rubble of the building and just, all right, Taylor, you with me? Taylor, and you'll look over, just see the core of that mech next to them melted from a turret shot. As
3
the mech
kinetic damage, my
freaks.
friends.
As the mech just creaks over and hits the ground, dead. Hey, Taylor, no! And yeah, it looks again like every pilot here currently, including this one back here who previously might have been thinking about still fighting, is clearly having heavy thoughts about getting the hell out of here. What do you do, friends?
I say we let them leave.
I have one thing that I want to do. If you'll
I
allow
haven't
it.
had a chance to go at all,
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
but I mean, if they're retreating, there ain't much shit for me
I'm
to.
so sorry. Wait, no, you didn't go this round.
I didn't go this round at all. No, I'm the last one to
I'm
go.
sorry. No, that's entirely my fault. Go. Before anything else happens, you get your turn. Go on ahead.
Well, I'm currently prone, so I can't do much.
You can take your move action to get up.
Yeah, I'll use my movement.
All right. Now, what else do you want to do? You could boost. You could attack. You could.
Is it
What
all my
else?
movement to stand up again?
Just your movement, not your boost. Yes.
Nah, I mean, we're fine, except for friendo over here, who is unfortunately stuck in our green space, and as much as Eve would like... You know what? Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna do a quick attack here. And pop
What?
off one of the smoke grenades.
All right. Pick your black 2 area.
Let's... Right here, I think.
Cloud of fluorescent phosphorus smoke pops out. You can see glitters in the smoke from the digital nano-reflective camouflage that hides mech signals and things like that, and limits your line of sight even through your sensors. Pops off in fluorescent vision right next to you, Church. Anything more? I was gonna get you a marker for that. Give me 1 second.
Let me see what else I got. Um... Oh. Don't want to do Shadow Cloaked. We don't have time for that one. Okay. Sorry. I didn't even have this worry.
Yeah, no, also, just so you're aware, it looks like everyone is prepared to run. Like, they are not actively, like, the only person still really putting up a fight right now is this person in front of you right now. And I guess you don't know what the bombard's up to, theoretically, but this person right here looks like they're about to retreat.
And I can't even see the bombard, anyways. Much. It's just another quick attack. What can I do? You know what? I got sensors 15, yeah?
Yep.
Yep. I'll leave our little... one of our retreating friends a parting gift. Quick attack invade.
If you're targeting the bombard, if the thing you're doing required line of sight, then...
Yeah, no, I can't do the bombard. No, I don't think quick attacks don't involve line of sight. Let me look at it. Right here, it's staring at me. To invade, you mount a direct electronic attack against a target. To invade, make a attack against... in sensors and line of sight, so I cannot hit the bombard. No. It's the one of the other fleeing conscript.
Okay, got it. Go ahead.
That's a 13. Against their E-defense.
Hits.
All right. Fragment signal. Impair and slow a character until the end of their next turn.
All right. As you impair and slow them, you'll see more systems kind of pulse in as the camera will pan around more screens, and again Argus popping in, greetings. But as the camera pans around, the pilot's face, you see a young face kind of with like a blonde ponytail streaking down the side of their braided down the side of their head. Their face is just hung low, mouth open in shock, and heavy tears pouring from their eyes, staring at the corpse of the mech next to them.
They're just impaired and slow. They can still retreat. It's going to take them a bit longer.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they are just like, while everyone else is like, you can hear the radio calling for them to retreat as they just kind of stare. And it isn't until, as the round ends, unless someone reacts to this person moving, it isn't until that person comes to get them that they'll finally start to pick their mech up and pull the hell out, officially bringing the sounds of combat and quiet. Unless there's any other things to be done here, I'm giving you all the chance to like take an action here if you'd like to. Amber, you see what you're doing?
Watch, but it's not really important.
Yeah, so depending on the range, I was thinking of flying up and doing a beckon to switch places with that guy again. Because I have flight systems, so I can fly up and just switch him back with an invade
They don't have flight system.
I know.
I mean,
don't you have to invade?
They haven't moved yet, so I can count this as I can count this as like before they move. So if you want to do that, you're allowed to do that.
All right, yeah.
You can fly up and then like one space over, so they fall.
Yeah.
I think it's like 3 more spaces.
Go
right, so I'm gonna
make it happen if you'd like.
All right.
Sure. Mount your tech attack.
All right, let's. I'll roll that. That is a 19.
It hits, no question.
All right, and I will beckon and say over comms, "Have a nice trip." And I'll switch places back with them.
First. So as you'll see, they'll kind of turn just, oh fuck, Marita and the commander, and oh no, they turn to leave, and you'll feel their mech heat up and start to sweat and just, no, not again, and then the mech will crunch in on itself. They will swap places. Ember, where are you moving to before you do this? Are you moving first or not at all?
Yeah, I have to move to get in range, so I'm just like flying here somewhere.
So your remaining 3 spaces up? Are you flying up at all or down at all?
Yeah, just so I can see over the rock. So yeah, I'm up a little.
Okay. I think maybe 2 more spaces up to see over the rock. That's fine. Maybe 1 more. Okay. So I'd say 1 more.
Yeah.
So your 4 spaces up. They swap places with you. I'm going to stop the combat music. Your places swap. the battle music goes quiet, gently. First, they will take 1d6 damage from going over their heat cap because that happened because they were already at 4 out of 5 heat because of the previous invades. So let's do that.
No, just the one invade. That was me. All me.
Yeah, you're
that
right.
4 was all me.
Their mech starts going critical. You swap it into midair, and as Ember warps him, you can go ahead and move back over Ember. As Ember warps him, sorry, gotta move out of the way, Warden. As
No
Ember
problem.
warps materializes right next to right next to you, Warden. While this enemy warps over next to where they are, the last thing you all see as the battle falls quiet is that mech warping into the air, and its systems going super critical and erupting in a huge explosion.
Hmm.
Nice fireworks.
The rest,
Thanks.
That felt unnecessary.
They're going to retreat.
Yeah, it's just fastest way to get back.
That is.
Welcome.
They aren't
How's I supposed
going
to
back
know?
now.
How was I supposed to know it was gonna blow up?
Maybe you could have noticed that when you actually made the attack into them.
I leave most of the tech stuff to Hestia. Gonna.
non-believers are to be punished to the fullest extent. Their death pleases the one that is, was, and shall be.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that.
Yes. You and your non-believer bullcrap.
I do not agree with the methods Ember has employed, but I do not know that their belief system is necessarily to blame as much as it is entirely user error on their part.
Belief systems lead into user errors, as it were, Orpheus. The people behind the NHPs or the people behind the mechs hopefully take accountability, despite whatever they base their claim on.
It's
As
easier
you
to
all sit, sorry, go ahead, please. No, go ahead, please.
I find it easier to look at the bigger picture. These I don't want to call them zealots. Conscripts were injuring people, potentially more innocent than us. Grand scheme, it's probable, based on my estimations and the data we've been given about this planet, that Ember saved a number of lives.
Mercy's for when we won the war, not the battle.
I also disagree with that. The remorse for human life should not be tossed aside for later. Every kill should count. And every life should be carefully considered. We can't save everyone.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. We really can't.
And we don't
But-
have to end everyone either.
Yes, what she said.
Tom will take a glance at his apex next. It's just like, oh, this thing doesn't spare anyone.
Do any of you have the necessary manipulators to retrieve Romeo from the cockpit safely? If not, I can attempt to do so.
It's most likely that Alter would have the best bet, but
I
even
got
then,
big ol' hog hands.
even then, though, that
Big
the
ol'
question is, we are not in any allied territory, and the trauma Romeo will have suffered.
Let's take it one step at a time. Let's get him out of the cockpit. Let's get him into the bay, and let's give him an assessment while we wait for evac.
So, it is as you all start to figure that out, start to work through that. On several opens, that's actually, I think it's, let's say why not? It's Argus actually, who pipes up and says, "Madam, comrades, not to intrude, but I'm picking up what appears to be a broad scan comm signal. It's faint, scattered, low yield, but it does not appear to be enemy based. If it is, it's still worth tuning into. Shall I patch you all in?"
Sure thing. Let's hear.
It was the
It
staff
takes a little
sergeant
bit of a-
says, Argus.
Gotcha. Understood. And after a moment, you can hear a sort of static kind of cackle into your comm systems over your cockpits that slowly settles in and just, fucking, this thing doesn't want to. Hey, listen, whoever the hell that dropship was, I can hear you're in zone 47 causing hell. I don't know what's going on over there, but if you're getting this, listen very closely. There's an enemy unit out there dropping air support, dropping whatever air support we can drop in. I have units I want to bring into this war zone, but I can't. If you clear that out, take care of that. I can offer you a place to resupply. I don't know who you are, but you're helping us out for now. We'll talk when you get here. And that ends with a set of coordinates, which you would definitely be able to process, were it not that, you know what? Let's do a little D4 roll for it. Were it not for, gonna keep the moment going. Ember,
Yep.
you barely notice a tech hit, like impact the side of your comm screen, representing a camera where the side of your main torso core unit is.
Mm-hmm.
Something or someone just threw a rock at the side of your mech.
Okay. I mean, I'll turn and try to figure out where the rock came from.
It takes a second. Hassia takes them into industrial sensors, zooms in at just about maybe 10 or so, maybe 15 or so, maybe even a little bit further than that, feet from your, from your feet. A figure comes out of the behind a piece of rubble, and like a destroyed mech moving behind a piece of like a fallen over mech toe sliding around that. It's a darker skinned, hard to tell age from this far away, but clearly a person, and a boy if you had to wager from the way they present. And they have another younger boy with them, smaller, meeker, more timid looking, but similar all the same. They are also clearly yelling something, though you haven't yet attuned your audio sensors to pick up whatever they're saying.
Yeah, I'll try to give them a listen, see what they have to say.
Do you say anything to your comrades?
No, not until I hear what they're saying.
They tune in. Hey! I don't know who the hell you are, but hey! There are people in there, right?
I'll say over comms, we have some civilians over here, and I'll respond back, "Hi, what's up?"
It blares out over your speaker system, kind of loud enough that the king kind of almost flinches a little. I'm gonna get behind the rock and just coming back out and just. Are you Union?
Basically.
I think as Ember is speaking, Eve will just very quietly tell Argus, "Pilot Alter," and climb out and just take the lift wire down out of Alter.
We see this symbol of like the light kind of peeking over Pharos II's horizon, as over the shoulder of Alter, as the cockpit splits open at the chest, parts at the middle, and a lift wire slowly descends down, showing the pilot suit of Eve as she comes out and comes, I assume, with their helmet on before she takes it off, face to face with this. Now you're seeing him probably pretty young, maybe early 20s at your best guess. boy looking at you all, just kind of silent looking at you. Just, who are... And after a moment, he just repeats, your shoulder crests don't look like Nala, and you were killing peace off. Are you Union?
Eve just nods. Corporal Eve Almslight of Arcav Minerva Taskforce, Bravo Squad 3.
My dad used to be in the Union before he met my mom. He told me Union doesn't just show up in war zones to ruin things. They show up to help. And there are people trapped inside of that bus, and I need their help. I need your help getting them out. So please, if it's not too much trouble, can you all come with me?
Ember will just, you'll see the mech shrug and start sort of walking in that direction.
Orpheus also starts moving towards the bus.
Staff Sergeant,
What's up?
your call.
Absolutely. We came to help.
We're
Just
on our own time.
keep an eye out. We can reconverge. I'm gonna see what's up with Romeo, and I'll meet up with you there. I'll
I'm
rendezvous
alive.
with y'all.
Calm will
Good.
pop in. I'm alive. Ain't no ending that soft killing me.
Can you walk from it?
I hope so.
Is that
I'm
a
gonna still
human joke?
give you an eval. Make an agility check right now, Romeo.
I'm still making you give an eval. I mean, Eve
Yeah.
just shrugs. I can walk with Romeo until we get to the point. Till we get to the place with everybody else. Argus is in charge of Alter right now.
The
If we could get the
altar will
bus
come almost
online.
like a very low. Sorry, go ahead, please.
If we could get the bus online, then perhaps Romeo could be transported and would not have to walk.
If it's crushed and people are trapped, it's probably a no-go anyways.
No machine is too
the-
offline.
The kid will speak up and just, I don't know a lot about it, but I don't think it's fully fucked. Sorry, I shouldn't curse.
Words are just
You
words.
just,
And
like-
that's when you... Sorry, go ahead, please.
Eve just like cracks an eye, just like raises an eyebrow, like, we're Union soldiers. We curse all the fucking time, buddy.
And then he kind of just, looked at you with this very hard, stern, angled, wrinkled almost, you would think for a second there, face. Well, my mom said I shouldn't show bad decorum in front of elders. And at this point, he just kind of shatters and runs forward and throws himself around you, Eve, sobbing open tears. And that's when
Eve-
you recognize your first guess at this kid's age, 20-something-ish. It's wrong. There's no way this kid's older than 16.
Mm-mm. Not with that reaction, no way. Eve doesn't stiffen, like most people would, surprisingly. She's probably had this happen to her many a times, even before her time in Minerva. She just easily folds her arms around them and just starts, again, very motherly, patting their back. It's all right. It's okay. We're here. Can't be here long, but we're here and we'll be able to do as best as we can to help. All right?
He just nods into your uniform and cries more, holding you. The little child behind them, still kind of behind the rock and the mech, looking up and seeing the squad's mechs slowly look down at them before turning and moving forward as the camera pans up to the Pharos horizon And we find ourselves closing tonight's first chapter. I want to thank you all for taking the time to come out to the premiere episode of Minerva Exodus. Something a little bit unique here amongst our show, as I will not be sitting and having us all go around and give direct outros. Instead, know that much like other Neon Light shows, there is a link you can plug, or that will be plugged in chat once it's available and functional. That will provide you with information as far as the information on the game, the cast, and where they can be found on the internet. Otherwise, go back and watch the intro again, I guess. Good luck. Matter of fact, while you're there, watch the whole episode again another time. It'll be there on
Yeah.
YouTube. Otherwise, these wonderful people who you see in front of your screen, and the person who, I guess, kind of sprung around for a couple hours, are available in places on the internet. They do wonderful work with wonderful people, and I am blessed to be one of them. And for that reason, I'm putting the burden of finding out where they are on the internet on all of you. Find these people, give them your love and your support. I thank you all for coming out to Neon Lights Roleplay. We're kicking off our first Neon Frights October stream the way we can possibly do. And we'll see you all right back here in exactly 7 days for episode 2 of Minerva Exodus. Good night, everybody.
We'll
Take care of
find all
yourselves.
thee if you answer my riddles 3.
you